First, we're going to look at some other people's Forge creations, because Aaron and Ripshade are both further along in their thing, so we're going to start off with that. And he just said, "It's about damn time." Hey, so let me hop into your maps. Are you ready for that, Aaron, or should I hop into Ripshade's first? And if anyone watching has a map they want me to look at, I will hop into their map too. Yeah, let's see. No, not customized, community. That's where I'm trying to go. So I don't know if Aaron's going to be ready right away. If Aaron, if you're in chat, you can let me know. Finally, yeah, you're in chat, cool. Okay, so you are in chat. Are you ready for me to hop into your map? Do you want to invite me, or are you not quite ready? I can hop in his first, and then yeah. Hop on Iceland version 2 blockout. Okay. Do you have that already published to where people can like just hop into it? Because if that's the case, I'll just do that. So I could just, like, maybe? Or are you gonna invite me? Customs, not browser. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Create match. Let me see if you already have it in here. Unless you'll answer beforehand. Keywords. Iceland. Is that it? Iceland version 2 blockout. That's probably not it, because it's probably your original one. But is this yours? Oh, why did it... Okay, I gotta go in there and... Let's see, map. I'm not a weirdo that does that. Oh, yeah. Publishing a blockout. Yeah, I know. Ripshade was a weirdo, though. He did that. No, no, he was doing because he was shopping around for an artist, so it makes sense. But yeah, no. Is this... Do I have all of these bookmarked? No. Why do they have a star on them? What does a star mean in the the upper left corner? I don't know what that actually means. Is that telling me what the star rating is, but like it doesn't actually tell me a rating? That's kind of weird. Hold on. Meow meow. Hey, how's it going? Let's see. Yeah, I assume that if I rate one of them, it's going to be different. I haven't rated his yet. Oh, man. Or bookmarked it? I thought I had this one bookmarked, though. Version 001. Man, I really like that map that he's got the top down. That's a really cool one. Okay, we have an invite. Accept. There we go. Okay, so, whoop, that's not what I want to look at. Dip. There we go. Now if I just go in here, wait, how do you get to your fire team? Actually, shouldn't it be on the screen right now? You go to multiplayer. Oh, multiplayer is where you see it. There it is. Yeah. It's showing right now that you've got your that's Ripshade, right? If I'm not mistaken. It looks pretty badass. I like it. Machinima mode is on. Okay, cool. So we'll just fly around and take a look. Sounds good to me. And from what I understand, you moved the cave outside of bounds, so it'll mostly be a cool thing to look at, or like a cool like scenery. And then you took out the archway as well. That sounds pretty cool. Unless you want me to drive around in the vehicle. Here, I'm gonna get in the vehicle, but I'm gonna. Oh yeah. To be in a vehicle whenever you're in camera mode, you have to press both at the same time as you get into the vehicle. So the same pressing the X button to get in, out. It's still not working. You say it's on? Okay, I think my controller was being weird because I did not move my finger off of the up on the. Oh, okay, yeah. See, I'm hitting left and right on the D-pad as well as up at the same time. See how that turned on that that mode with the text? Okay, this should be... Nope. Somehow I'm hitting to the right again. How? Doesn't make any sense. I've done this before where I had trouble with this. Okay, the text didn't pop up. Hopefully we're doing up on the D-pad and only up on the D-pad, and it's still working. I don't know why. You should know this by now. I know, right? No vehicles, you should know this by now. Well, I might have to do vehicle because, oh my gosh. Ooh, that's an edge of the map. It is not letting me go into first person. Oh, there we go. So I guess getting the vehicle was somehow messing it up. Whenever I did it on vehicle on my map, it didn't mess it up. So this map, this is a different cave. Or is this the cave you were talking about that you moved it? That's what you did. You said you moved it to the opposite side of the map and put it outside the boundary. That's right. And these are going to be hex columns, but like the natural stone style. What is that called again? You said what it was called last time. I just don't remember. Like basalt or something or whatever. I don't remember what it was. Those kinds of rocks that are like naturally hexagonal. Yeah, basalt. Okay, cool. Yeah, basalt columns. Yes. Or basalt, I don't know how to pronounce it. I've only ever seen it written, I think. Probably not basalt. It sounds like you're saying bath salt if you say that. But anyway. Yeah, no, this is looking really awesome. I like it. See, this beach is gonna be... I could see this being a great... Look, okay. If you... Man, my son is screaming in the other room already. I don't even know what he's fussing about. Okay, what I'm trying to say is, if you like deployed here and came over here and then had to fight your way up this beach with AI... I need to speed this up. There we go. And then had to fight AI to get up this hill. You know what I mean? In like a PvE mode. That'd be amazing. It'd also just be amazing to have like a asymmetrical arena here that involves this, like, one team is like on the beach trying to make their way up. Where someone could like build a structure above the water, like a 400, you know, building or something like that. Would all just be really cool. I could also see like fighting across this river here would be cool too. If the river itself was like, you know, somehow like difficult terrain. Sorry, that's a D&D term. Difficult terrain is where in D&D it takes twice as much movement to get across. If you just made it like roughed through the river or something like that, to where they have to get it, like, I would probably just script it to in my version of your map where like your movement is reduced while you're inside the river. Your movement speed is a little bit reduced. Probably not 50% though. It'd probably be more like 80-90%. It wouldn't be a major difference. I could also see like this hill being a cool asymmetrical, like one side at the bottom, one side at the top, which would be really awesome. And this, honestly, like a side on people on that side versus people on this side, and like buildings going across, like bridges, man cannons, stuff like that, going across this gap here, would also be really dope. Yeah, no, I'm loving this. This is like, it's like how Forge World, every area of it just like immediately started evoking all these ideas on like how to design, like how to build a map there. Like this would be a great one. Like if I'm not mistaken, let me look at the Warthog. Where's the Warthog? Tiny, right? This is probably Blood Gulch sized, if I had to guess. And it's kind of like comparable in shape to, maybe not Blood Gulch, but maybe more like, is it Containment or something? The one with the big gate that opens and closes. So like I could see this being used for that very easily, or something to that effect. Be really cool. And yeah, this is all really awesome. I can't wait to see the finished product, because I know your style, your art of your environment and stuff like that is going to be phenomenal. How much budget did this take up so far? I know that this is just the block out, but it's gonna be somewhat comparable to number of objects that you've placed. Not actually, like all of these are going to be way simpler, probably much fewer pieces here to accomplish the same kind of shapes, right, of the curves. But the rocks will be comparable to the number of objects you'll probably have to place to make the rocks look good. So I'm wondering how you're doing. There's a small cave next to the columns. Oh, back here? Yes, this little one here? Yeah. How deep does it go? See, like, if I were going to make on this map, I might... That's one of the cool things about yours. If you've got Forge World, like, they're, you know, one of the leaks, you know, is supposedly they're working on Forge World. There are caves on Forge World that you can't, you know, make larger. You can't delete walls and make them bigger. So if you were to make it to where this could be... If the rocks that make up the top of the cave didn't go into the ground, like beyond this point, and you had a separate rock making this back wall, so that whenever the player comes in to create their own map, they can just delete this back wall if they want to, and immediately get access to, like... Oh, I can't go through it because it's not Forge. Get access to this, like, underground area that's unfinished, that's just, like, looks raw, that they can then build in, would make this cave, like, especially useful, because then they can... Without having to do a lot of work to restructure the mountain, they could just, like, really quickly open up that hole and make it and start building their own stuff. So that's going to be really cool too. But yeah. See let's see, Column Valley thing I added about an hour ago. This one here. And then, hey, you want to know the biggest reason why Halo Infinite microtransactions failed? Sure. I don't know that it's fully failed. I'm pretty sure they're making plenty of money, but what's up? Failed as in people don't like it. Not failed as in it's not making money. People are definitely buying them. But this is looking really cool. It'll look even cooler once it's obviously like hexes, but I can imagine them as hexes and it looks amazing. Right now, because of the coloring, from above, I'm seeing salami. But I know that that's not what it's gonna look like in the end. I know it's not little slices of salami and like large cylinders of salami that are like cut in half and piled up, but it feels like that because of the fact that they're not hexes and rock looking yet. It's a great stand-in though, because I can imagine what it will really look like. But yeah, it's just funny.
5 minutes remaining.
Ooh, nice. Oh wait, you can get all the way back here. This is cool. So you can like build a structure up here. Like a power generator. You could put like a human or Forerunner power generator in this waterfall. It'd be really cool. Let's see. But yes, please tell me, what's the biggest reason why Halo Infinite microtransactions failed? Scale on these pillars are bigger, but they are just guides anyway, so I'm not worried. Might want to do a run around. I will say, I am wearing one object that was micro transaction purchase, and that's that Halo ring above my head, and then a bunch of stuff that came with either free or whoa, you hit the back button and you take control of your Spartan. I didn't know that. What? I didn't play Halo 5. I didn't know that the Halo 5 machinima controls, but apparently you can just like control your Spartan even in machinima mode. Anyway, holy, yeah, I didn't know that. I skipped Halo 5. I want to do a run around, but it won't let me get out of my camera mode. I'm pressing the buttons. Oh, you can see it. Look, you see it lighting up? Look at my, okay. So my up on my D-pad is busted. Okay, here we go. This should work. Okay. Man, that's really useful. On stream, I can actually see it. I'm actually going to drive around because we're running low on the 5 minutes until the match is over. Because I sat there trying to switch to camera mode. Just to get a better idea for scale. But yeah. Did you know that already, Ripshade? Or did you not know that about pressing the back button you can still control your character? Are you saying, holy, yeah, like, oh man, that's cool to learn? Or, yeah, William, why didn't you freaking know this already? Okay, we're at the edge of the boundary there. Let's go up this and do a little jump off. Do you want me to pick you up? Yeah. Here we go. Let's see, this should be a sick campaign mission. I know, right? You had no idea? Okay, cool. 343 failed because they made another Call of Duty clone Halo game again. That's how it failed. 343 Halos are too much with Call of Duty. I don't think this one's like a Call of Duty clone at all anymore. I mean, I think the always sprint button, the always present sprint, is very Call of Duty-esque. Since we can't, since I'm in a vehicle, I'm going to go around the rampway and then we'll jump off this path because I want to see that. Yeah. But yeah, no, I think that, see, because Call of Duty doesn't have vehicles or, like, real physics. Call of Duty has, like, crappy simplified physics. Let's see. Okay, I know. We only have 1 minute and 51 seconds. Let's go explore up here first. I'm gonna loop around to that area, as you just pinged. And then we'll go do that jump off again. Let's see. How far down does this go in actual driving, by the way? Does the very bottom of this, is this the edge of the world? And then, or, yeah, no, I think there's a lot more playable space over there, if I'm not mistaken. But it's the edge of the world, so we're gonna come back up. Do the salami columns. And then, but yeah. Yerp. Here we go. All the way up here. Yeah, I want to see how big this is with the Warthog, with the vehicle and stuff. This is the closest Halo that has the classic feel. If I had my way, I'd tie armor smileys. Okay, this is really cool. I can't read that and drive at the same time with the 1 minute remaining. I wanna explore just a bit, and then I'm gonna read the rest of that one. Let's see. Yeah, okay, maybe this is actually, this might be, what do you call it? Maybe a little bit smaller than Blood Gulch. I was thinking this is Blood Gulch size. Is it? Maybe. Alright, I'm gonna go down that jump that I wanted to go down. First we're gonna jump off this, though.
30 seconds remaining.
Yeah. Nice. Made it. This is the jump I wanted to go jump off real quick. I think this would also be the last, like, path to take, if I'm not mistaken, unless we missed one. Yeah. Not smiles. Oh, abilities. Oh, okay. 10 seconds remaining. Alright, gotta flip. Yeah. God, nope, didn't work. I was thinking that maybe I could hit it hard enough to cause us to flip over. There we go. Nice, nice. And now I can jump into Ripshade's block out that he's working on. Let's see. This is the closest. Okay. This is the closest Halo that has the classic feel. If I had it my way, I'd tie armor's abilities to pickups and remove sprint as default and up base movement speed. Let's see. Remember Halo 5? That game pretty much pressured the player to aim down sights and sprint 24/7. It's a joke, yo. Doesn't seem to be Halo anymore. Also, what about sliding? Are you playing Halo Limbo now? So let's see. Okay, well, that's it so far. And to the Basalt Canyon isn't the edge of the map. And no, the Basalt Canyon. Yeah, cool. I didn't think it would be. I was pretty sure that I could fly that way whenever I was in camera mode, and that wouldn't have let me, I think, otherwise. Do you agree with me, Will? I think that, okay, let me scroll back up. But the, armor abilities to pickups, yes, 100%, and that's how I liked, that's what I like about Halo Infinite. Because it combines Halo Reach's style back into Halo 3's, and then because they're combining the like Halo Reach level of armor abilities, you know, and they're tying them back into Halo 3's style of pickups, right? And usable, like one-use items or 2 or 3 use items. They brought it up from one-use items from Halo 3 into multi-use items because Halo Reach had infinite use items. And then so they bridged that gap to create Halo Infinite's system, completely throwing out Halo 4 and Halo 5 system, which is great. And then they used some of the abilities and powers that they invented for Halo 4 and Halo 5, like Thruster, but Thruster is just the dodge roll from Halo Reach, reflavored. It does the exact same thing, effectively. And then, you know, by doing that, they basically made it to where, yeah, it's just like, in general, they created, I think, the best of both worlds between Halo Reach and Halo 3 in Halo Infinite with these abilities. And then, but to your point, Stengel, you're saying that that sprint 20, yes, aim down sights I hate. First off, aim down sights is not a thing. That is not a feature. Before aim down sights existed, it was called zoom. It's already a thing. Just because you have to hold down the button, it's called hold to zoom, not aim down sights. But people are stupid, and they went with this. Call of Duty created a marketing strategy of calling it aim down sights so they could claim that no other game did it, and no other game had it, and you got tricked. It is not called aim down sights, it is hold to zoom. And then there's toggle zoom, which is what Halo had, and most games did before Call of Duty. And then of course they mapped it to the left trigger because they didn't want to use their buttons for something more useful. Let's see, guns up always, let's see, like sprint should be speed boost with slide. Okay, hold on. Sprint should be speed boost with slide. Guns up always, read was the best Halo. You level up to level 10, cool. Halo Infinite microtransactions still has slide from Halo 5. This game plays closer to Halo 5 and not anywhere near Halo 3. Oh, bullshit. No, it doesn't play more like Halo 5 in the slightest. Oh, I am ready. Did you invite me? Or did you want me to hop in myself? I can just, because either way. But yeah. Did you want to invite me to your guns up always ready? Oh, almost ready. Okay, now I understand. Yes, I'm gonna hop into your map real quick. And I'll do it in Forge so I can just hop into the no, it does not play more like Halo 5. Not anywhere near to Halo 3. I don't think so at all. Hovering in midair is gone. Hovering in midair thruster all the time was insane. And literally, you go into a map that doesn't have thruster on it, and it will not play like Halo 5 at all, practically. Power sliding is ducking with a bit of a speed boost at the beginning. It's crouch walking like from Halo 1, except you get to go at your normal movement speed for like 2 seconds, 3 seconds at the beginning. That's it. It's just a transition between normal movement speed and crouching. It was put into other first-person shooters first, but that is far from the thing that makes it like Call of Duty. It's nothing like that. But yeah. So I don't know. Let's see. Guns up, always ready. Boohoo microtransactions, and oh no. Anyway, Aaron said the fact is there's no. That's a crutch. No, what? Oh, I'll say something with clamor. Oh, okay, clamor is a crutch. I understand what you're saying. So clamor is not necessary. Crouch jumping is better, but clamor. Let's see. Hold on. I'm getting lost in this thing. I what you guys are saying. Let me read this real quick and make sure I'm up to date. This game plays super close to Halo, to classic Halo with a hint of future Halo. Ground pound gone. I'll say something with clamor. Spartan charge is gone. Clamor is a crutch. Clamor I don't think is a crutch because clamor is like okay. Clamor gets you slightly higher than crouch jump. Crouch jump has a height of what are the game units about? Let me. I'll actually pull it up and we will see exactly what it is. I want to say world units for Halo design set. Okay. What is it? Walls. So I'm just going to plop these down into your map, Ripshade, and I'm not going to save it. A wall is designed to where you can't clamor it. It is how many units tall? I think like 16, yeah. Now, if I copy that, and I set the height, oh sorry, the size is 21. Okay, sorry, or 22 really. If I set this to 16, then can I clamor? I believe so. No, it's just below, just above. Oh no, it is. Yeah. Clamor height is 16, but crouch height is not 16. That is not a crutch. If I can crouch jump this high, then it's a crutch. That is not how high I can clamor. I can crouch jump. No player can crouch jump that high. By the way, that's not a skill problem. Oh, jeez, I just wanted to put it over here. Anyway, height, I believe, what is crouch jumping at? 12? Yeah, 12 units is crouch jump. Do you see how this is not a crutch? This is a slight boost. This is the ability to get up onto a structure that you normally cannot get up onto. That's not a crutch. This is, like, if I were to be here, I can't even, here, actually, let me show you. This height can't even, this is so far from that height that it's not like even a step, okay? This is legitimately, in fact, I can crouch behind this for like partial cover, almost complete cover, you know? So like there is no, this is not a crutch. This is a thing, this is a separate feature. Grenade jump, yes, that damaged your shields though. That's not, like, and it also is unreliable because, you know, you could have the terrain. Whenever they got into Halo Reach, they started making the terrain more complex. So grenades sometimes stuck to things they shouldn't have stuck to. And they also got to the point, and then Halo 4 and Halo 5 introduced even more ridiculously complex terrain because graphics got better. Their number of polygons got better. So the collision boxes got better or different. Honestly, worse. If the collision box makes your grenade get stuck, it's worse. But while the graphics got better, the collision box tried to keep up, but ended up getting a little bit too complicated. Instead of being better, they could have polished it a little better and removed those sticking points. So that's technically worse, in my opinion, because gameplay was harmed in the process. However, in the process of graphics getting better, they managed to make sticking points for grenades, which means grenade jumping became less reliable. If you go back to Halo 4 and you go back to Halo 5, I don't know about Halo 5 actually because I didn't play it, but if you go back to Halo 4 and you do grenade jumps, they were nowhere near as reliable as Halo Reach, and Halo Reach was nowhere near, it was like half as reliable as Halo 3 with grenade jumps. Just because everywhere you throw a grenade has a pocket somewhere where if you do it wrong, it'll get jammed in a wall or something. So I don't agree that it's not the same thing as a grenade jump, because a grenade jump hurts your shields. This is mechanically something different. It does not hurt your shields. Grenade jumping uses a grenade, which means there either needs to be more grenades on the map to make it to where grenade jumping is a thing that people can use as a strategy, or you have to have it to where you don't like it to where you have unlimited grenades or something. And then the whole people using grenades for grenade jump meant that they didn't have the grenade to go fight with, which is lame. But yeah, my God, this convo is dumb. Aaron says, yeah, always Misty Ping. Let's see, I like the conversation, though, Ripshade said. I like having it. I mean, we need to hash it out to fully understand the differences. I just want to see Forge, lol. I know, right? So let's see. Clamor makes the game pretty fluid, but removes skill jumps that have a risk versus reward. Oh, I swear I hate big fingers. Oh, gotcha, from typos. I hope the next Halo is literally a carbon copy of Halo 2/3 with all the bells and whistles with some future stuff as equipment. I mean, I honestly, like... Okay, with Halo Infinite, sprint is like it's like 1.1 the speed of regular movement. It's irrelevant practically, except that you can power slide, which allows you to, like, okay, Halo is all about, going all the way back to Halo 1, is about breaking your opponent's line of sight with your face while you try and maintain line of sight with theirs. Whenever you're in the air, your aim assist, which is built into the game, will automatically drag your gun into their face if you are jumping and they are not. So you gain an advantage. Halo Infinite brings that whole verticality of movement to where it's not just a simple jump and then maybe crouching if you feel like it, but it also brings it into if you're coming around a corner, you can give yourself the ability to immediately sprint, jump, and bring yourself down then up, which breaks your opponent's line of sight with your head. It breaks your opponent's red reticle on your face by bringing you down and then throwing yourself back up into the air, which is a legitimate quality tactic that is just an evolution of the simple jumping mechanic of Halo Combat Evolved. If this is all you can do, then that's all you can do. Now, if you have the ability to get on a rock, that's what Halo was all about, was finding objects, things you can do to jump off of, to give yourself a height advantage, or break your opponent's line of sight with your face while you maintain your line of sight with theirs. So yeah, I don't just like that movement hinders aim, I like guns up, always ready gameplay. Yeah, so I can understand that if you want like sprint, but Halo Infinite is different. Halo 4 and Halo 5 were like, you're sprinting, now you have a cooldown before your gun is ready. Halo Infinite, I can literally interrupt my sprint by pulling the trigger and it instantly goes. This is not Halo 5 anymore. I don't have a cooldown for my shooting. My gun is always up. I just interrupt my own sprint with shooting the gun. You don't need to stop sprinting and then start shooting like you did in Halo 4 and Halo 5. So, guns up, always ready is actually true in Halo Infinite. You just don't think it is because he's animating to move his hand down, but I can just do this at any moment and I've got it. And yeah, my reticle disappears and that's a little distracting, but I still have that pinpoint reticle, which means if I'm good at the game, I can put that tiny little prick, that little pinprick, right on my opponent. And if I'm not mistaken, and I might be, so let me go ahead and try this because I was on PC this whole time, so I didn't have red reticle. But let me see. Create stories. Let's see, this Halo games. Gameplay, equipment, where is the... no, it's not equipment. Wait, is it equipment? Where's the fusion coils? Where are they? I'm gonna plop a fusion coil into your map. Player spawning, scripting vehicles, teleporters, volumes, weapons, oh, sandbox, that's it. That's it. Okay, so I gotta get a red reticle object into the map so I can run at it and see if there's a red reticle. Pretty sure red reticle turns off whenever you're sprinting. So even if you have your pinpoint on the enemy, it won't matter. So that's what I'm trying to test. Okay, my red reticle shouldn't turn on whenever I get in range. I'm pretty sure it doesn't turn on. So you don't get red reticle, you don't get aim assist, but your gun is always up and always ready. I'm not getting any red reticle. Oh, there it goes. Okay, well I wasn't looking at a point where there was a red reticle, so let me try that one more time, just to verify, but yeah. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Yeah, I'm still not getting it, I don't think. I can still shoot it though. Oh, I'm not in the actual game mode, so I can't blow it up. Okay, the point is that, yeah, okay, so you do have red reticle. or you don't have red reticle while sprinting, but which means you won't have aim assist, which means if you're sprinting, you have to be more skilled, but you do get to start pulling your trigger immediately, which is a big deal. What are you doing? What was saying? Okay, I hope the next, okay, I just don't like that movement hinders aim. Halo Infinite gameplay, so it does hinder aim. So you are right, it does still hinder aim, Ripshade. Halo Infinite gameplay is the best Halo gameplay of all time. Artifice says. And I think it's honestly up there, yeah, if it's not the best. But this game, you lose aim assist when you jump and pop the enemy's shields, which is really dumb. I agree with you on all this, though. Infinite is the best Halo 343 has made by far, but the UI and the servers and the lack of launch content is what made it fail. It hasn't really even failed yet. It has to, for me, if you can't get into a game, the game is dead. If it's not dead, then it's not failed. If it's not failed, that means it has a chance of coming back, assuming it's a live service game or receiving any kind of updates. For example, Legend of Zelda game comes out. If it doesn't have a player base right out of the gate, it's failed. That's it, because it's not going to get a lot of DLC, if any. Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdoms are the first two that are getting they're getting DLC. That could be a failed game. Halo Infinite is getting active updates. It's not dead. It's not dead as in it is a live service, and it's not dead as in it has a player base, a strong enough player base for players to play the game normally as intended. So right now it's all active, it's all live. There's nothing wrong with this game. But it's got a small player base because of all those people, those 2 million people that should have retained a lot more of it, like 50, or I mean like what do you call it, like 50%, like 500,000 to a million at least, or it should have been retained, and that's because of the bad content, like you're saying, Artifice, and you're absolutely right there. But yeah. This is an older version. This isn't the Myers version. Oh, whoops. I forgot to add you as a collab, and I'll do that now. Right, I forgot you switched over to Myers. That's why it looks the same. I was about to ask you about that, but then we got into this discussion. Sorry, Aaron, too. I can't get into the game 90% of the time. Yeah, exactly. With weird bugs like that, it's really annoying. Wait, you can't get into the game itself, or you can't get into a match? Because, does he give me 2 seconds? Because I don't have that. Unless I put my servers on NA, which is 250 mils. Oh, okay, so it's not a dead game in North America. Sorry about that. Apparently there's a problem with player base outside of it. Is that about player base over there, or is it about the servers being not as good over where you live? Like, is it a matter of like, oh, a technical limitation they could upgrade to, or is that a matter of like of actual player base? Because if it's a player base small over there, yeah, I guess that's dead. So worldwide, you're right. Maybe I'm not as yeah. Player base isn't big enough to play normally outside of NA and EU. Okay. Well, it sounds like some word of mouth needs to spread over there to get people into it some more. Some people where you are need to start streaming and attracting people from their community into the game, because this game is definitely worth it. Okay, let's see. So you're about to add me into the map. So I think that as far as mechanics go, it is the closest thing to Halo. Is this it? Yes, this is it. He put a smiley face in the name. Nice. The player base isn't big enough to play normally outside. Yeah, exactly. A match. Yes. Okay. So there was a bit of delay there, but I did actually get to. I figured out what you meant. Yeah. But okay. So yeah. If it's yeah. Okay. So apparently there's a problem with it outside of North America and Europe. I guess it's because our player base in these places were big enough for the Halo fan community in the first place that we were able to hemorrhage that many people and still retain enough to keep the servers going good. I'm glad that updated, because on my end it says it didn't publish. Lol. Oh, wow. Yes, well, it did now. It did. You're good. Sometimes you gotta back all the way out to the main menu, as far out of the Forge menu as you can, then go back into the Forge menu, and those sorts of things start to update. And I didn't know that until recently. I actually started figuring that out recently. Okay, so cool. So we've got, ooh, nice. That looks cool. The way you're blocking this out is really cool. This is a lot like Halo ODST. Did you go to New Mombasa to figure this out? How they did this? Because this is exactly what they did. Where they've got the low roads and then the higher like walkways. It's really cool. But you can put like little what do you call it, like drainage for water and stuff like that, because that'd be really cool. Anyway. I'm back. Are we forging yet? We are flying around Ripshade's map, and then I'm going to go into my forging in a minute. I like how you designed this off of... It's almost shaped. Did you notice how you've shaped this almost like the road piece that's built into the game? Oh, okay, so here's underground. Ooh. Is this the subway, or is this going... Oh, this is like from Halo 2. Did you design this hallway like sort of like a smaller version of the Halo 2 path? Because I like it a lot. If you wanted to make it even, like if you wanted to scale it up a bit, what is this, Will? Okay, this is Ripshade's next blockout map that he's made. He's blocking it out, and then he and I are probably going to work together on art, and it's up to him if he wants me to do the art or if he wants to do a crack at it himself. Because he got really good at the art himself in the last one. Like, he was helping with the art near the end, and everything he did was really cool. So if I come in and just help him clean it up, if he's got some stuff that's like a little rough, or if he wants to practice it himself with the art, he can. But I'm fully on board to help him with this whenever he's done. Because there's about to be a big team battle contest for Forge Hub anyway, so this might be like our next contest after the current one that we're working on. And basically, it's gonna be a section of city. I won't reveal everything until it gets like more blocked out. We'll talk about more about specifics about it. But there's a reason it's just a section of city in the middle of the swamp. But yeah, and it's weird and funny and funky. But anyway, yeah, it's looking cool so far. I'm liking it. I like the road, the way you've got this like S-bend sort of design going toward the base, or from one base to the other. Is it gonna be? Are you planning on mirroring that S-bend? I think you said you were in chat, right? So this. It's not going to S-bend and be asymmetrical, but it's going to S-bend this way and be a symmetrical road that comes around a central building, right? If I'm not mistaken, Ripshade. See how the roads are flat? I'm thinking of raising. Oh, okay, so yeah, you're going to do like different elevations and stuff like that for it. That would be really cool. We need more big team battle maps. I agree. It'd be really cool if we had more big team battle maps. Maybe like a game mode or something like that does like classic big team battle with like, you know, and stuff like that. You know, it'd be really cool. And then like a more like I just want Halo to be big team battle myself. Just make it all big team battle for me, and I'll be more happy. But no, I know that is not a thing you could do and make everybody happy. Not in the slightest. But anyway, yeah. Okay, so you're planning on doing different elevations. Go test mode and drive around. Okay, we'll do. You're gonna have different elevations, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no. Oh, good. Yes, you did it the very beginning of a map way. That's what I did too whenever I was making waterworks. I didn't worry about spawn points until then. All right, so we're gonna go around here to this side. Okay, and then we're gonna go this way, and like down here because that's really cool. And it goes down again, doubly, and through here. So is this is a subway? Is this going to be like a subway train station? Is that what right? Is that right? Blah 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 blah. Is that correct? Like this is going to be a terminal, and then a railroad is going to go through here, if I'm not mistaken. Next contest is infection. I think it is. The next contest is infection. But he wanted to make this one, and I agreed because I wanted him to make this one too because he showed it off from his Halo 5 version. And I was like so on board. I was like, yes, that sounds great. Let's do that. Yeah. So not this contest. Technically, didn't the infection one start already? I think the infection one started already, but if it didn't, then it's about to start. So I view it as the current contest. The next contest is the big team battle. So that's what I mean by next. I mean technically, it's like if it was like Thursday. And I was saying next Friday. I don't mean tomorrow. I mean the Friday of the following week. You know what I mean? It's like that. That's what I meant by the next contest. Because I'm pretty sure the infection one either started already or is about to start. But yeah, it was originally Subway, but I'm not sure how low. So yeah, you could do I think it could be a Subway terminal. What if you did something like this? This would be kind of interesting, and I don't know if you want to do this or not. But looking at the way the map is structured right now, I know you're planning on making this, you know, symmetrical around that building. And I really like that, but what occurred to me was, what if somehow you figured out a way to make the upper floor, the main level of the map, symmetrical, and then make it a balanced version of an asymmetrical map underground. So like the tunnels, the subway itself, like looking at this map and seeing it bend and come this way and go that way, and then the base being there, actually feels kind of cool, you know? And I was wondering if maybe you could make the railroad go past this base. Like you've got it sort of turning into the bottom of this base. What if there's an entry here, but what if it keeps going? And it goes this way to what's like another like base, like a small sub base sort of thing, and then you make another small sub base over here where this blue one is, instead of turning and going back and like going toward that one, and you make a connection to the different part. Like this building would come down and into the subway that way, and then that one would come down and into the subway this way. So they'd be on opposite sides of the road. Like, you know what I'm saying? Here, let me just... Okay, what'd you say? Forger infection 1 started. Okay, so it did start. Yeah. Okay, cool. Forge Hub won't have a contest yet. I get ya. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so what I was thinking was... Is that 30 degrees? That is 30 degrees. Okay, so I know this is red, and I should have copied a blue one because this is the blue base. Let me just make this blue real quick. It won't be the same blue you use necessarily, but it's gonna... Oh, it's the same one. You just went straight down. Cool. There you go. Okay, so if your blue base... Oh, sorry. Your blue base is gonna be... Let's see. Where would that be? It would come this way, and then diagonal, and then be here-ish, right? Is that right? Am I looking at this right? So, okay. So then the downstairs... I know my music stopped, but I'm gonna grab these blocks and just be like, this is a terminal, and copy it to the other side. Just these. So you're down... No, not just these. I'm gonna grab the walls as well. That way I can sort of... I'll just grab it like this. It's gonna be a very imperfect selection of objects to get the idea across. But just to show what I mean by this, and you can figure out if you want to do this and how to go from there. It'll be your point. It'll be your thing to do. I like, because I like this partial finish. This is a cool asymmetric map that I like this straight shot, S-bend, and then to the angle like that is a really cool feeling asymmetric city map. But I know it's going to be symmetrical in the end, and I like that. So I don't want to say don't do that. This is not where it's going to be, is it? Anyway, the point is, if you've got it like this, straight shot back here. What is this one across? Okay, I just gotta like... I gotta get those coordinates, don't I? And like copy it. I think this would be here, wouldn't it? So it's actually where it would be. It's just not rotated to the angle it would be, is it? Your original base. This one here? I don't know which one to rotate, and I will undo it afterward. But basically it's like this, isn't it? Like, it's kind of like this. Okay, so if the base here went down and into the subway here, and then the turn came this way and then went out up into the base there, I feel like that'd be kind of cool. And then you could make the bases themselves somewhat asymmetrical in their design since they're different buildings. Anyway, let me see what you guys are talking about. Oh, something's come up. I'll be right back, and then I'm gonna read what you guys are saying because I see things. Would definitely make the city feel more organic too. Yeah, exactly. Like they're building a more organic thing instead of designing it beforehand. My son just colored on a library book we got today. Ah, man. It was an art book, a how to draw dinosaurs book, and he just drew all, he just colored in the dinosaurs in the sketches for how to draw them. Oof. Was it more than that? Oh, okay. Getting him some paper to color on. Some printer paper. All right. Okay, alright. I've never made an asymmetrical map or inverse, so that could be interesting. Let's see, would definitely make the city feel more organic, too. Yeah. Sorry if I don't know how many people I've just hemorrhaged, but, yeah. Had to get up to deal with the kids. A little bit. Let's see. Cool. Okay, so actually, I guess I didn't really lose too many people if I lost anybody because I didn't know how many I had. He misunderstood the assignment exactly. It was it was showing you how to draw dinosaurs, and he just colored in the sketch lines that they had. He was like, "Oh, cool! There's 3 Triceratops to color on 1 page." But yeah, anyway, so yeah, what do you think about that, Ripshade? Do you think that would be difficult or cool, or what do you want to do? It's up to you. And I would just say, like, basically this could come up into the basement of this base, just like this one's gonna come up, it looks like, into the basement of that base. And by doing that, you'd have like a kind of an asymmetric building, and you could make the building similar up top, but then like how their staircases are located and like angles, you could like still keep it to where up top it's very reflective almost, not exactly a mirror, but similar, and then like organically transition by changing where the staircases are located and then what angles they're at and stuff like that. You can organically translate down into the downstairs one. You just but over here, just make sure they've got some destroyed vehicles over here for cover, because these guys get the turn for cover. So, excuse me, this straight edge shootout will be really, a thing. I'm gonna undo the rotation of this, but I'll leave this here because I know you can just like delete this and do your thing. Or use it if you feel like it, because they're your blocks anyway. I just copied them over. And I'm gonna put them into a prefab for you, so it's really convenient and easy to select and delete them if you want to. You can just grab them one time and they'll be gone. But yeah, we'd have to do it a way where the one base subway route isn't too straight, so I'll mess around with something. Leave it. Okay, yeah, I'll leave it there. Did you want me to leave the rotation? Because I did not put the rotation right, and I already undid it, so it's kind of too late. But yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. I think that maybe a derailed train or something would be cool in here. Or if you wanted to put some, like, crates or... Well, given the theme of the map, actually, this area could be flooded with water because with the train tracks underneath it, and you could have like a broken part with some dirt inside of it with like some plant life growing out of it, and that would break up that would give you sightline breaks all throughout, and you could use that to sort of balance the two directions. You just make it to where like these guys can close the gap by zigzagging between trees, and then these guys can close the gap by like maybe going across to here and then going across, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you could have some really cool stuff going on down there. It would also be cool if there was like a hole in the ground somewhere and a tree was coming up from the subway up through it. I'm just, things are popping in my head right now just looking at your buildings. Just like with your last map, as soon as I look at it, I'm like, yeah, no, I can see exactly what I would do with this. Oh, what about stopped train cars on blue side? Yeah, that would be amazing. I think you're saying that right, probably as I was about to say derailed in the delay between us. So yeah, derailed train cars, stopped train cars. Yes, exactly, would be amazing. And if you did, you could do both. You could do a derailed train card that actually what about this? Okay, hold on. Where's the middle of this? I assume this is roughly middle. So this... If I duplicate this and then flip it over, I can get a measurement, right? I'll just snap that in there and delete my extra ones. There you go. So this is roughly, that's the end of this block here, by the way. So where this cover starts. So what you could do is right there, do a derailed train that's up like something like, I don't know, up on the hill to the side here, right? And this is too far of an angle. Okay, that'll work. Like up on top of what would be the slope here, right? So that roughly here, or sorry. I want this to be shorter. Roughly speaking, it would be lined up with this to generate a behind cover that you can poke out. Just to mirror this behind cover you can poke out. And then that way, even though it's a straight shot, you still get something cutting off line of sight, like this turn would. And then after this, you could have another train that cuts line of sight, like the car behind it, this way, so that you can't see around the corner effectively. You're creating a straight shot that effectively works like an around the corner, You know what I mean? And then this one can be punched through the outer wall and have some dirt coming in with trees and stuff like that growing on it and stuff like that by having it to where, because this one's like whenever that one went up there, this one came out and just it swung and just busted through the wall, you know, and busted that out. Yeah. Okay, now y'all are chatting. Okay, here we go. We'd have to do it a way where the one baseball, leave it, oh, stop train, yes. Glad it kept going on my block out. Maybe blue side can get height over red and has access out of the tunnel. What do you mean? I love it. I wanted to restart it. Oh, yeah. Oh, you wanted to restart your block out, but instead you kept going? Yeah, I'm glad you kept going too, because it's looking awesome. This might just be a free-form go with the flow kind of map. Yeah, this map, it might be. I really like your original block out, so I like the idea of the upstairs being like that, and then downstairs you kind of like rebuild it however you want to, like this. Like, this would be really cool. So like a train, like sort of effectively, like I'm saying, like this line of sight, all that's really happening is you can't see that direction, right? So you can't shoot people that way, but you can see that. And so if you're behind this and you come out this way, just like if you're behind this and come out this way, you're doing the exact same thing. Line of sight is occurring. It's exactly the same. If the distance this direction is the same as the distance past this point to this base, then even though they're asymmetrical technically, or I mean like literally, they're technically working as if they are not asymmetrical. And then the only difference is like being able to know where people are upstairs, you know, due to like motion tracker. So like if you did do the thing with the hole in the wall, you could make a way out of the downstairs up on there, and that would actually line up perfectly with this hole that you have conveniently right here. So if you had a way up right here, because it's an intentional access, you know, you could have an unintentional natural access right here up to the top floor by having this hole in the wall.
Ring.
So I'm really loving this. Someone just followed, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Let's see. Do you want to? Let's see. This might just be a freeform. Do you want my basalt canyon reference? Oh yeah, sure. Send that. That'd be awesome. Fire. Yes, exactly. Should the top routes be the same or be different? Maybe Blue Base has a central building and a roundabout around it. I'll send. Cool. Oh, you sent it. Not I'll send. I sent it. Cool. I actually still like the idea of the upstairs being a symmetrical map and the downstairs being asymmetrical. Like, it's like if you had like an upstairs and the downstairs was like twisted up, you know what I mean? It's kind of, yeah. Keep your ideas in your head. I'm gonna need this written down, lol. Yeah. You could always go back and watch it on YouTube if you need to. You could just skip to that point where I started ranting. But yes, if I forget anything, you can. I mean, but yes, I'll definitely try to remember it. Okay, I'm gonna pull up Aaron's inspiration. Ah, nice. Yeah. Okay, so this is that canyon, but you scaled it up so you can do like warthog combat and stuff like that in there. Are you gonna have it to where the ground actually has it this kind of scale hexes too? To where there's like big hexes up high, like big basalt, stone up high where you have the current, columns? Or did you intentionally scale it up, like I was saying, to make room for warthogs to have combat and people to build buildings and stuff like that? Because this is really cool. And like, I can imagine if Master Chief was as tall as his shin, is roughly, I think, how you built it, right? Up to his knee. Is roughly how big you built it. But if you're planning on making it to where it comes all the way down to being this tight, that's different. But I just thought I'd ask. But that's really cool. Anyone who just joined in, by the way, we went and checked out his Aaron's current work in progress as well, which his is a full blown, like, it's gonna be like a Forge World thing. So if you want to use it, you can like build your own stuff in it. It's gonna be really cool. And the cool thing about it is that unlike Forge World, where it does take up budget to have those parts, but also you can delete that stuff if you want to, and you can rebuild stuff, and you can like rearrange his structure. Like if you like, I love this cave, I want it to be turned this way so that I can get into it from my building, you can just do that, which is cool. You'll wreck his work, and you'll in his original design intention, but you can do that with those player made style, what do you call it, canvases. It's really cool. Just using it as a guide, really cool. Probably all the scales way off at the moment. I'll sort that in arting. Yeah, I mean, I like it being wider because like that one you sent me specifically is like, you could maybe fit a warthog down the middle of it, and so it's just a road, you know what I mean? But the way you have it now, you could actually add to it in the middle if you wanted some like basalt columns in the middle or something like that. You could have like coming down the sides and then split it in the middle and make 2 roads, or you could make, you know, whatever you want to do, and I think that's really cool. So like, yeah. Man, the details with a detailed derailed train is going to be sick. Plus, I'm from Ohio, so it hits home. Well, oh, wow. Yeah, no, I didn't even know that. But yeah, that's, I think it would be really cool, and you could really pull it off. I think you'd be able to do it really well. And another thing is, if you put stuff down here, you could also add another train here as like the one that was, the car that was behind this. Or theoretically, just do this. You know what I mean? Maybe something like this, and that would give you like a sort of like they lift it up on top of the next one, and then any ones behind that might have gone flying out the hole that they created in the wall. Like this could be the rear cart, not the next one that's still left behind. So the rest of them went flying out that direction. But yeah, but you and I both know the lore. Well, a detailed train, that would be cool. I know, right? You heard about the derailment that looked like a nuke here, right? I did actually hear about that, yes. And then wasn't it like chemical train? Like it was a train that had like chemicals in the back and like it was on fire and stuff, is that right? Or is that a different one? Because like, there were like 3 derailments in the same like month. It was crazy. Oh, what did you say, Aaron? Just use it as a guide, really. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. I agree. Oh, gonna send you another reference. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, I thought you just said the last one. Then I realized I missed 2 of your messages, apparently. Because I looked down and then looked back up. But yes. So yes, send me the other guide and I'll pull it up too. And I think that you and I both know the backstory of your map, like the intro. So it could be the rest of the train is just lost back there, disappeared. Which is a teaser for what the heck is going on with this map. Anyway, I probably shouldn't add anything else to it, because I've already derailed your original plans. Ha ha ha. East Palestine, about 45 minutes from where I grew up. Oh, yeah. It's insane. So that would have been like, you'd be breathing in the fumes if you were still living there, James. That's crazy. Okay, I just saved it because you asked me to, so that's got those there, and then I'm gonna back out. And I'm gonna finish what I'm doing in Waterworks now, because there's something, you know how I was doing that thing in the tunnels? Well, I realized, okay, I've also had complaints from people having problems where the stalactites fall. They were normal dynamic objects, so they had physics. And then they were like 4 pieces of rock, right? All with physics. Whenever they land on you in Halo 2, they destroyed the vehicle they hit. And I made a script that could do that, and then it didn't save. That was a long time ago when I was first finishing Waterworks. And that's because I ran out of budget, and it was actually bugging out and allowing me to go beyond the budget, and then whenever you saved a map that went beyond the budget, it wouldn't load. So I couldn't get back into it, I couldn't get access to the scripting anymore, I lost all the scripting that I did for that, and I had to go back to just the regular rocks that were just dropping, which kill players, but they don't damage vehicles on impact. It's really obnoxious. It just sort of bounces off vehicles, doesn't kill them at all. What it does do, though, is whenever an object is a normal physics, dynamic object is moving at any rate, and it hits a vehicle, it causes some desync. Well, first it causes network issues like popping, where you're popping with your vehicle a bunch, and then it can cause short-term desync. They fixed the long-term desync. The long-term desync it would have just stayed for the rest of the match. That was the very beginning of the launch of Halo Infinite. For the first couple of months, they had that vehicle thing, if y'all recall. I'm sure y'all do. And then would have done that, but right now it's just short-term desync and then it fixes itself, but it's still just really frustrating to deal with. So instead, I'm taking it a level designer route, and I've done a bit of a change here, and I'm going to show it to you guys what I've got so far. Let's see. Now, yeah, it released toxic gas that created like nanoparticles that are forever chemicals that cause crazy stuff. Tons of people got sick, and all the animals got sick. Probably definitely was in the danger radius. Yeah. Bro, where are you from? I used to live 45 minutes away too. East Liverpool. Y'all might have, like, gone to school together and not even know. Okay, so those are the old physics objects just falling from the sky. Let's see, and that's because I'm on the red side. Whoops, I am apparently on the wrong team. I should switch before I do too much testing because it's gonna be really annoying to switch over to the wrong side. Let's see, so, you'll notice some rocks around. This is their end point. I'm leaving them in their end point until I finish them, and then I'm going to delete the end point because they're guides for me for where the arrow objects are going to point. But anyway, watch this. It shoots. It falls. It makes a noise. All right. Well, that was actually, I'm pretty sure, the middle boom. I'm not sure what just happened. It just coincided. But anyway, okay, watch. It breaks. It falls. There you go. The crack. The boom goes off. Okay. Right, so like these sort of like actually impactful, logical, like curated rock falls is essentially what I'm thinking of it as. You can come through here, you can crouch through this one. This one you can use to actually climb the stalactite. Get on this one. This one falls from there, which I just shot down. The other one falls from this one that I just shot down. And in the end, between the two of them, it creates a new little area that you can sort of use to not quite jump onto the base. Which, if you have grapple shot, you could make it onto that base very easily, or thruster. So you can climb up here as well from that one. This one also can climb up there. This one might even be able to potentially ghost jump. Whoops, I did not mean to do that, because now I've got to walk all the way back across the map again. Let's see, now. Okay, let's see. I watched a documentary on it, James, and it's insane. Families are gonna have... okay, I need to go back up because I missed a lot. Okay. So now this rock is a spot that's going to create cover for you to assault the players up on that bridge, which is also going to make it to where the capture flag being here is going to make more sense. A player trying to defend their flag post from blue base might teleport over there and then try to attack you while you're trying to make off with their flag. Well, you can use this as cover, or if you're over here, you can go, oh shit, and then you can get behind here, and then you've got cover. So you actually, that will not be there all the time though. It's going to fall from there, and it's going to go like that. And then what's going to happen here is this one is kind of cool because it's going to suddenly add... Whoops, I didn't mean to bump that. I think I might need to adjust that if it's going to do that every time. But basically, if you... Okay, that's really weird. It wasn't doing that last time I was doing that. Well, last time I was testing this was not happening. If I go a little bit more... Okay, if I go straight into it, it hits. But if I go over here... Oh, weird. Why is it doing that? I did this so many times. That's really weird. Oh, I know what it probably is. I bet it's because there's two rocks there. It's after the other one fell. Hold on. Let me do this and go back into here. Let me switch teams. I need to read everything that you guys are saying because this is getting out of hand. Okay. Let me go in so I'm right next to it. I switched teams so I'm next to it. I can now get in this. Move over here, and this also, what this does is, even though they're more impactful on the actual map, no, it still kind of hits. I don't know. I must need to adjust it. Anyway, the point is they're more impactful to the map in a way that is positive for strategy and tactics. It's like a positive growth of tactics and strategy that makes these open areas of map a little bit more able to survive against a tank, for example, while still keeping the overall map very open like it was in the original version of the game. Let me read all of this. I'm way behind. And I know that you guys mostly talking to each other. Let's see. You heard about the derailment that looked like a nuke. Yes. Probably definitely was in the dangerous range. East Liverpool, actually Googled it, was only 30 minutes south. That is because there is a 2 megabyte file limit on servers, so that limit won't be hit until the save happens. Exactly, yes, exactly. I watched a documentary on it, James, and it's insane. Families are gonna have generational cancers and stuff. I used to learn near Boardman / Youngtown area. Oh, live near. Okay, yeah, DC. Oh, Discord. Oh, you sent me the reference. Cool. Absolutely, the area was already not doing great, and then this will destroy the area. Nice. Used to go to Broadman all the time because my town had nothing to do except go to Walmart. Lol. Botrix said James leveled up. Discord. Aaron is reminding me. Yeah, I lived near Struthers and was on the border of Ohio. PA for like 4 years. Awesome. Nice. I could go from Ohio through a portion. I live there. I don't know where any of this is. I can't imagine. I can't picture any of it, obviously, because I've never been there. But it's really, that's crazy that you guys lived like 30 minutes from each other, it sounds like, or less. Now that's cool. I could go on a bike trail and walk like 10 minutes, and then I was in PA. That's crazy. Oh, 20 minutes, it looks like you said. That's a good idea, Will. We need more maps with dynamic attributes that change the advantages of the map. Exactly. And because it will be mirrored to the other side of the map... Oh, don't want that to immediately scream at me. But I can put this into the lower right corner. It's only 36 seconds long. I'll make a big screen while I talk about it. Well, I say what I was going to say about that, and we can all look at it. So... yeah, so basically the map is going to get actual dynamic of changes. This is really cool looking. So this is what was inspiring. This is the other thing that inspired the basalt, like ravine. What were you calling it? Trench? Ravine? I forget which of the specific words you were saying, Aaron. But yes, it's the same thing, basically. That's really cool. Man. I kind of hope that they add zip lines to Halo Infinite, because I think it would be cool if it was like a map feature where you set two objects rather than a grav lift that launches you. I was like a literal zip line that you can make it go like this, where you could go on a trick, you know, around a path. That would be really cool. So you could have turns in it and stuff. That would be really rad. Anyway, yeah, I love the dynamic elements and agree with Blowback. Exactly. WV looks like a middle finger with your thumb out. I lived at the top of the middle finger. Lol. I love West Virginia. I've been there so many times with my buddy. New River Gorge is beautiful. Okay, how do I minimize this? This looks really awesome though. I wish it had settings for me to change the quality of the playback though. Discord is annoying in that it doesn't seem to do that for some of the videos that are sent. But maybe there's a setting somewhere I can do. Okay, so anyway, yeah, so this is essentially what got set up. Over here, it's going to create this giant, like, vehicle ramp to go back here, which will be especially cool because if you hit it... Here, I can actually just do it. If you hit it with a warthog, I'll keep playing with them a little bit, but this time with a warthog, I'm going to hit by rocks flying for this. Oh, no, I'm not. That's right. I deleted them. Okay. So, all right. Let's do this real quick. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to power slide. So the tank can just barely fit through here still, by the way. So like it doesn't block the tank, but it does make it a little bit more difficult for the tank to get through. This map is so gorgeous.
Stock up another one for the big green.
Hey, thanks for the follow. So basically, yeah, this path is still going to be open for the tank to get through, but it will be a little bit tighter, which means as these fall, tanks get more and more difficult to use. So if your tank gets destroyed and your enemy's tank is heading to your base, it behooves you to look up at the sky and start shooting these things down to fill the area with all these rocks. And then you can also similarly do that to your opponent. If your enemy has their tank and they're defending their base, you could do that so that now you can advance on their base easier. But anyway, this jump right here is a nice clean little boom, and then you can be gun turret, can be shooting people up there. Did you see how that gave your turret a little bit of a view of that upstairs? Like they can be shooting at them and then they get behind cover, right? And they're like trying to break line of sight. Then your gun turret's got this beautiful little view to finish them off if their shields are down and just wipe them out from that little jump. But on top of that, this is like a really offensive one. Basically, this one's probably going to be shot down by people coming out of this tunnel about to attack this base. They're going to look up, they're going to shoot there, and this thing's going to fall and just go boom. Because what that does is it allows them to create this where they can get through here. They can come around here, duck down, get in close, and by the time they get to the end of this and you can see them, they're already sprinting distance and power sliding behind cover again, and they can climb up this base. So you've actually got, rather than just shooting it down and having the dynamic one that was in Halo 2, which was way bigger than the ones I was able to place originally. The ones I was able to place originally, here, I'll go show you what they look like, are, okay, so this is roughly how big the originals were. this is as big as I can make this dynamic object with the scale limitations of dynamic objects. So then I placed 3 more that were smaller, roughly in the shape of the area up there, and I made it to where they fell, and they hit the ground. They rolled like dice across the ground. But the problem was is that none of them were as big as the original ones from Halo 2, and so they didn't really provide all that much, like, you know, cover or like means of hiding from tanks or like interaction with tanks. And then they caused the desync, and then they caused, you know, and if it didn't cause desync, the only way to make it not cause desync in a way that would impact the map, like the match, is by like making them delete themselves after a couple seconds. I tried 30 seconds, it was still too long, causing desync between fights. So then I deleted I brought them down to 10 seconds, and it was still like if they fell on top of you, it could completely desync your vehicle, and it would completely make it to where like, okay, now everyone's gonna be able to kill you or whatever. So it was just too powerful. Discord, ooh. That is a nice mountainous background. Hell, John, okay, it's a very beautiful state. Hell, John Denver didn't sing that song for nothing, lol, right? Okay, let's see. Oh, it won't go any bigger. Open in browser, please. That's still not that big. Is this any bigger? No. Okay, well, still. There's the mountain range in the distance, and that's really cool. Is that what's going to be across from your... is that what your plan is? Out on the beach, you have, on the opposite side of the water, you've got a big old mountain-looking thing. Is that what this is gonna be, or is this planned for another area of the map? Almost heaven. Could you cause the one behind the base to fall if you shoot it to fall and crush part of the base, and then that handle on top that people can camp on? Let me show you what I did already. I haven't made it to where I can shoot it down to show you, but I already placed the objects. This one is the last one I had to place for the day. That's what I'm about to do. But the object is here. It's gonna fall there, and when it hits, it's gonna cause damage to a rock that's here that's gonna fall out. I added a cave. Okay, so there's gonna be a cave right here that can actually get you access to the backside, and is a means into the base from the top floor right here, which technically there's already one of those. Oh, nope, dang it, I hit something. Right, okay, there's a way to clamber right here. I think it's because there's a bot guide right here. I'm probably hitting it. Yeah, I'm hitting the bot guide. But anyway, if the bot guide's not there, if you're actually in play mode, you can actually jump and clamber right there, which was already something that happened just from like, this crate was there in the original game, I put it there, and yeah. So yeah, another area. Oh, it's gonna be another area, not the mountain across the way, because it's just like with similar shape in the distance. So I thought maybe it was that island that was across the way. But yeah, no. So this is gonna be a staircase that you can climb and go all the way up the base. And actually, instead of being like, oh no, campers, I'm making it a path onto it. So I'm gonna allow campers to get up here, but that's okay because they already had repulsor and grapple shot. They could already get up here because Halo Infinite allowed them to, and I didn't want to put a kill box up there because that is nowhere near high enough outside the map, like all the way up there, to cause any problem with the map. I mean, that's like, it's a difference of like, what? Like 20, 30 feet up? I don't know. It's not that big of a deal. So, yeah, okay. So basically, I figure that's good. This back is always going to be now have these steps on it, so you could theoretically grapple shot or repulsor up here and actually use it as a spot if you want to. But effectively, I'm going to make this one rock is going to be the only rock that breaks out of this one, because it's such a big rock. I need to be able to hide it some way. And whenever it comes down, it's going to land right here. And whenever it lands, I'm going to make it damage a rock right here. Whenever it receives damage, it's going to script to fall out. But I'm also going to have it to where technically, if you're inside here and you melee it, you're going to be able to deal damage to it or shoot it or whatever. You'll be able to shoot this one and make it fall out, but it's also going to actively fall out whenever this one hits, because I want it to shake. I want to feel like it's shaking the rock and making that fall out. The boom, by the way, the explosion I have set up for it, I'm gonna go stand right here and shoot the one above us. Actually shakes the screen a bit. It's an explosion underground. There we go. Okay, well, sometimes it does. Oh wait, this one's not scripted to do it yet. That's right. I think it works on this one. Okay, so if I do right, or is this one not scripted to do it yet either? Let me see. One of them, whenever I did it, it caused the whole screen to shake. I don't know what happened. Oh, I remember now. It can't script to be above 1,000 unless I do additional math. I could easily do it, but I could just make it a little bit more math heavy. But basically, it's a little bit lower, which means you can't see it through the rock here. It explodes and sometimes splashes through the rock. But it's literally this, by the way. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off my volume because I'm sure this has been annoying you guys. I forgot all about it, but I wanted to show you the explosions before I turned it off. So yeah, please make one of those. Create a crater that's filled with water, maybe. Oh man, that would be cool. I'd have to alter some of the ground terrain, and it would need to be yeah, I might be able to do that. Can I make, I mean, the water would be under the ground already, and I just delete the rock that's hiding it. So I could probably do that. I would probably do that with this back one. I would assume, because then I kind of was considering doing some redesigning back here with the ground terrain at some point, but I never really was going to probably get around to it. Anyway, so like I could probably do something back here and make it a little different. I know I need to, this area has a trouble, oh wait, the tank is going to take like 45 seconds to spawn, so I'm gonna not worry about showing you, but basically this rock, there it is. This rock here and that rock are so close that the wings of the Wraith kind of hit it. So I do have to adjust this one. I'm probably going to just move this part over here, effectively rotating this so that this rock isn't poking out as far in that direction, or move it further into there or something, or maybe just move it back. I don't know. But yeah, Discord. Okay, you sent me another reference. Death Stranding Director's Cut widescreen mode. Ooh. Now this one's 7 minutes and 25 seconds, so I'm gonna put this in the lower right corner and see it myself. Oh, that's your river. Ah, that's the river where it's got the island in the middle. Nice. That is some good. That's where you have that inspiration from. That's cool. Yeah, I can't wait to see your final map whenever it's done. Oh man, that's cool. Okay. Anyway, so I'm gonna show you how this works, so I can, so you can see what it does. So first of all, I'm gonna delete these. Those are the dynamic one, the old dynamic rocks, and then I gotta go into the old script brain and find them. These are these empty ones. These are all. Nope. Where'd it go? Oh, all the way up there. Okay. It just zoomed out so weird. Okay, and just delete all of this so I don't get any logs, any errors in my log. And then I've got to go to, where's the script brain? Here it is. So I think I did that one already. Now I got to bring this over here so I can get to it easier. It's a lot easier that way. And go into it and then come back out. This is effectively how it works. Each of these is one of the stalactites. I thought about a means of bunching them all into one and triggering them remotely, but I can't pass. This is really loud. Hold on. Okay. Can you script the water planes to slowly rise? No, I don't think you can script the water planes to rise. Such a hoe for Kojima. Yeah, exactly. Or what? Kojima is just so good. Please make one of those create a crater. Or what if a pillar crashes and it's a side of the rock and causes water to rush out and fills the bottom crater? I don't think you can make it rise. You may be able to delete and spawn it because you can do that with other effects. But I'm not actually sure, because it's like kind of a weird object. It doesn't really count as a normal effect. That got all weird. Okay, so what happens here is when the stalactite is damaged, on damaged, it deletes the stalactite, the original stalactite, and then on damage, it moves this one to the destination, on damage moves this one, and on damage moves this one. Now, it moves that to there, and the reason I have it on damage is because that means that all of these movements will happen simultaneously. So it's not going to cause... No, it's not dynamic. Yeah, exactly. Water... Yeah, you're right. Water isn't a dynamic object, and I don't think you can set it to dynamic. But yeah. So maybe they might work that out in the future or something like that, but I don't think you can set to dynamic if I'm not mistaken. And I think that probably was so that you could scale it. I think being able to scale it is way more important. Can you attach the water to a few block, and when the blocks move, the water does too? I don't think you can, like welding them, because to weld a piece, weld it to another object, they have to be set to dynamic. And I think right now, if I'm not mistaken, they have to be set to, let's see. Here, I'll show you. Okay, first off, biomes, I'll show you with the water. Water is a water plane. is set. Yeah, there isn't even an option. It doesn't even tell you if it's dynamic or static. They just said no, we're just not going to do that. They probably were. That might be why it took so long to get water, is that they end up having to probably resort to this solution. Or this is a beta water, and whenever they add the water volume that they already said they're planning to add, which is what's going to change your screen to blue whenever you're inside of it, and cause splashing and cause bullets to make splash effects and stuff like that, and then have sound effects applied to it, probably. All of those kinds of things are going to be tied to a water volume, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I'm assuming that. They just said they're adding a water volume, and those are the things you would use a volume for when programming, because if I were to do that in Unity, then that would be what I would do. I would need a volume so that while you're inside this area, it colors your screen blue, and whenever something collides with this area, then it causes a splash, all that kind of stuff. So that's how Unity would do it. So I'm assuming that's what they're doing, and that's why they said they're going to add a water volume as well. So the water volume would be set, and then you would put your water plane on top of your water volume. And the water plane only flows in one direction. And that feels like maybe they're going to add the water volume later, and when they do, they might update things about other water objects. They might add other water objects like waterfalls or something like that are dedicated waterfalls, not like our energy flow solution. But anyway, I was about to show you. Let me show you the welding real quick as well. So if you have, let's say, two of these columns next to each other, right, and you wanted to weld them together, right? You would select the two of them and you'd hold down the X button, and weld is right here. And it's grayed out because they need to be set to dynamic. So you set them to dynamic, and there you go, and then you click on them, and weld is right here. Wait, it's still gray. Why? That's because weld has to be set to normal. It cannot be set to phased. Can it be set to fixed? Let me see. Fixed might work, and if it does, that's cool. But nope, can't even be fixed. It has to be normal physics. And then you can weld, which means as soon as I hit play mode, these two are both going to fall from the sky, but they're going to act like they're connected to one another. Now in Season 4 they did do some upgrades to that, how that works, and they actually do behave a lot better. The welding system might actually work. Oh damn, that sucks. Let's see. What are you saying, Aaron? Oh, my assumptions about water volumes and stuff like that? Is that what that face is about? But yeah, so basically they actually do behave a lot better now. They're in Forge right now. Obviously, you're seeing them behave a little better. I think that, I don't know if they still... Okay, so like hinges were a thing that like didn't really work out too well before. So like what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go down here and plop this... Where's a place that would become a hinge? That is a cool forest. Let's see. Hold on. Nope, that's not gonna work. Object. There we go. Yep. Oh god, why is it changing the angle? Okay, there we go. Alright, so if I stuck this on something that would hold it, I'll just put it on this crate. That's what I'll do. I'll put this on this crate and adjust it at an angle. Which one's the parent object? Is it the blue one? I think it's the blue one. Yeah, it's the one with the actual manipulator in it. Okay, so we're gonna go here, and then we'll move it down here, so that it now will... It uses the physics of all of them, but I think the blue object is the one you'd want to use the hinge. So I'll do that, and then I'll hit play. Right? It'll probably just fall off, but hopefully it doesn't. Okay, yeah, it's like kind of just... You see how it popped around like that? The weird little pop it did as it fell? Basically, yeah, they're not exactly perfect right now, and sometimes you can do hinges with doors and stuff like that. No, you're missing the vid. I mean, I'm not entirely missing it. I'm looking over it. You're not seeing my eyes probably dart over there for a second because it's on stream, but I am seeing it. I'm just not fully reacting to it. But man, see, this is all cool, but I want to see yours. That's why I'm less impressed by this than I will be by yours, because yours is going to look like this from your effort. And so I'm going to be even more impressed. But, yeah, anyway. Okay, so what I want to do... What I've got basically right now is I've got this pointer inside of it, right? And this object is actually already set to dynamic and phased. And so I just duplicate it. And I bring it up. Yeah, Aaron, freaking make. How is Infinite's Forge? I haven't put any time into it. It's actually really amazing, and it... to me rivals like StarCraft, like Warcraft 3 and like StarCraft 2, you know what I mean? Like that kind of level of editor. Okay, so I'm gonna put this here, and I might make another object that falls and lands back here or something like that to make another like bit of cover. In fact, this would be kind of interesting. What if I made this a one-way route for vehicles whenever it falls? Okay, the vehicle. I did watch it. Don't worry, Aaron. And I will. And like I said though, as I watch it, I'm still not 100% as impressed as I will be whenever I see yours, because you are the one who made yours, and that's going to make all the difference. Let me refresh this and get it off of your least favorite music, Aaron. Let's see. Hold on. We're gonna go up to. We'll go to Halo 3. I know you personally don't like the Halo 1 music. Oh my God! What is happening to my music? It's like. It's like freaking out. Okay, there we go. Now we're back. Okay. All right, let's see. They released teaser for Death Stranding 2 a while back. Oh, did they? That's cool. Oh wait, I didn't know that. Yeah. Oh, I can now also turn that second display off and be back to here. Oh, like it makes a one-way ramp that gives players some protection from spawn camping. I'm all for that. Yeah, exactly. So check it out. Like, what if I really like, I'll do this one. This will be the third time I've used this, but I don't think that'll be a problem. But effectively, okay, what if it comes in, and I like how that like looks like it's going to be like a rock stabbed into the ground, so I'm going to put that as the base. Oh, I need to go to world rotation. So what if this one lands, and instead of me opening this up for the tank, where I adjust that rock's location, what if instead I use that rock as the place that this thing lands and leans against? Right? So now there's a ramp, a functional ramp, that might need to be a bit more tilted like this. Right? So that it's smooth on going up it. And then a player can hide here from that direction and actually have a firefight with someone over there, theoretically. And vehicles coming this direction will... Ooh, it might be too... Yeah, this is not quite... This is not flat enough. I do need to go a little flatter. I just need to go into the ground a bit. Okay, let's see. We will... Yeah, I'll lean it up against that rock just like that so it looks natural. So, now it's like really tight, but you can duck behind it and use this cover, right? And then what it would do is, let me hold down the back button, and oh right, I have to be in monitor mode to do this. Okay, now I'm back into here, and I'll drive over there with a ghost and jump over it. Maybe you should do a warthog, but we'll see. Okay, so, ooh, jeez, maybe not that rock. That rock is apparently too rough. If I flip it over, it might work. But like, cause like this is the same rock and it works out okay. Works out really well for the warthog. Oof. Yeah, not this rock. I hate this rock now. Bad rock. Okay. Oh, you know what else? Let me, before I do any more additional parts, because I haven't added any parts yet, other than that, I need to close all of these. I can just close the gameplay one for now, actually. And then I need to get down to stalactites and set that one to... stalactites, there we go, and set it to my active folder. Now, by the way, just so everyone's aware who might have seen me making the other thing, yeah, so unfortunately, it didn't save. I was able to go back to a previous save. It was because I updated the pictures, like the actual images for the map, to match this. And there's something about the updating the pictures to the map, as Ripshade is fully aware, that completely breaks the ability to keep your saves in order. And somehow it did that, and I was very upset. But I was able to go back to the older version and prefab all of it, so I can just drop it in whenever I'm ready. But right now, I'm messing with my simulation memory by adding these stalactites that are dynamic objects, and then deleting the old ones. So I need that buffer, so I haven't added it back into the map again yet. But anyway, bad boulder, exactly. I like it just because going back there is weird with some vehicles. I was thinking the internet detection with it being like a hill with a rock edge, basically epileptic stop vehicles from hiking that way, but they could ramp the other way, could ruin the flow. Yeah. You might need to clarify. You were like fat fingers earlier. I think you might need to clarify for your fat fingers again. I'm like, yes, Ripshade. Okay. Okay, so a rock here, not to be confused with the country. A rock, not Iraq. That might be a more flat one. This one definitely I know works. So I'm gonna do, let's see, a little bit of this. I'm gonna give it a bit of an angle there, so that side's slightly lower looking, and sort of stabbed in the ground, so it kind of looks like it's stuck in the mud and then jammed there. That would not hold, but yeah. Lamal. Let's see, thought you had a stroke, bud. Lamal, that's daily. Exactly. Oh, hello. Hello, desync. Okay. We are going to save it in case something goes wrong. Okay, holding down the back button, here we go. Let's see what's gonna happen. Oh, good. Alright, let's hop in the Warthog and go over there and test it out. Zoom. That also apparently makes it where you might need to drive right before you drive left there. Zoom. Much better. Nice, nice. Oh, by the way, the other jump I did test in the Warthog and it was working better before, so let's try that. Okay. Zoom. You can actually make this. Oh, it doesn't always do that. Sometimes you actually make it. But I think because I turned so tight to make it, like I was trying to U-turn. Let's go around this way and then give myself some rev up distance. Zoom. Nope, that's definitely having trouble. I don't know what's going on. That was working just fine yesterday. Or was it day before yesterday? I don't remember. I think it was yesterday that I was working on it. Anyway, yeah. So, let's see. Okay, so we've got this going. Oh, right, I was gonna test the ghost. Whoops, let me build it again and then drive over there. Let's test the ghost. Zoom. Oh, by the way, bots are gonna have a really hard time with these pieces. I'm gonna have to block their movement from using this spot. Okay, so like, bots are gonna bake with this not being here, right? So that means they're gonna think they can walk right through this, which is fine one direction, obviously, because they will... Okay. They will, let's see. What that means is, if they were trying to go that direction and they were walking this direction, they would get confused that they lifted off of their path, but they would be like, all right, well, I'm on my way still, and they wouldn't be fine, and they'd be fine. But going this way, they'll do this. And that's not what we want. So I'm gonna have to put a bot nav cutter right here. That's just gonna cut a line in the navigation so that they will want to go around. And you won't even notice necessarily that they're doing that when the rock is not there, because you're just gonna see the bot is like chasing after you and decided to go over here up against the wall. Or maybe you might even see them go, oh, I'm gonna get you. Okay, I'm gonna come after you. I'm gonna come after you. And then that kind of looks like they're using this for cover. So either way, excuse me, either way it'll be fine. They also, I need to put cut into here, right here, so that they don't think they can run into this. They also will not know how to use this jump up path. They'll have no idea that this path is here, unless I bake with all of these objects here as static objects, not dynamic, and then turn them off with the eye. If I turn the eye off for them, then they'll just disappear. That means I'll have to use up a bunch of budget to keep them there, but that also means a bot may run up here, and whenever this isn't here, try to jump up the path and have no ability to do so, and just sit there like jumping like an idiot. And that's not good either. Like, if it creates a jump path right here, where a bot knows it could clamber up like this, a bot will come over here and jump, and I guess there won't be anything there, so he'll just fall and land not where he wants to be. Anyway, the point is, to make the bots better, I'm just gonna put cutouts where these objects are, and so that it doesn't have to be a big one, they can be fairly small, so that they know they need to go around. And whenever they try to go around, if they end up bumping against the wall, that's fine. They'll look like they're using it for cover, or like they're just trying to hug walls. You know what I mean? So yeah, basically a hill that's created with a vertical rock edge, but the vehicles can't go that way. Basically allows you to lock down that side of your base, but it would be like a perch, kinda. Exactly. I guess typing would be too fast means epileptic. Lol. My phone, man. Can you make a camera turn on and a red light casting a shadow on that jump with a jump path that makes it look like it was detected by a camera? I probably could, but I don't have the budget for it. Like, I could do it, but I think that would use up too much of the budget. But like having a camera like turned at it, they actually don't have a camera object that isn't attached to a base. So if you actually script the camera, like the security camera they have, to look toward something, it will move its mount with it. And that's really obnoxious, and I really wish they would make a dynamic camera that you could make it a phased object and then script to turn around. Okay, what I'm doing right now, I'm gonna go around here, and then you'll see. This side is what it used to be like. Oh wait, they already deleted. They already disappeared themselves because they sat there for 10 seconds and they were all set to do that. Okay, we're gonna go this way and this way, and I'm gonna show you what this path will be like. So effectively, it's gonna be like. This jump is going to encourage a one-way. This jump is going to encourage a one-way. This path is going to be fine. And then this jump here is also not blocking it to make it a one-way, but it's encouraging a one-way. And then so if you go around the base this way, you're going to be fine, and you're going to be able to make it. You could even go up that ramp if you want to. So the base is going to feel like it's like a one-way round. But then this way, guess what? I think you'll still be able to make it. I think that you'll be able to, oh gosh, that was rough. But I think you'll be able to go up here and go around. You just gotta make your Warthog behave like a Warthog can do. So you can go this route. There's just a lot more stuff in your way, you know? So you can kind of come around here. Let's see if I can hit that jump a little bit better this time so it actually makes it without having to stop and readjust. No, that's still really tight. Let's see. I just think being able to see it better would be nice. I do too. I'm thinking about adding some lights to the map that aren't there in Halo 2. Okay, see, yeah, I think this might be a little too rough. So what I'm considering, what if I found a place over here that blocked it? Like, what if? Well, you definitely can't get. Well, hold on. Let me see if I can get up that on a Warthog really easily. I want to see if this works. Let's see. Okay. Okay, up here, if I hit this, what's gonna happen? Oh yeah, that's fine. Oh, there you go. Yeah, if you want to go around, just go around that way. It's a little tight, it's a little rough, but it works. And whenever I add the door... Yeah, okay, so you can get around, but it's gonna be way more rough. Warthog's gonna have trouble. I want to add a mongoose. Where should I spawn it, guys? Can you make a camera turn on with a red light casting a shadow on the jump path that makes it look like it was detected by camera? I just think being able to see it better would be nice. I agree. So what if I just like put a light though like right in front of it, and it's just sort of a light that's there? Like, okay, what if I go, I'm gonna switch to set it lighting as my main one. Let's see, is this one part of a prefab? Yes. This one? Yes. I know which one isn't. This one is not part of a prefab because I was grabbing it the other day. Okay, so what if it does the same thing, but it's just a pillar on its side at an angle? I did think about that. I mean, I hadn't thought about that for this one, but I've done that for a different one, so that might work. Let's see. So like if there was a light here that wasn't there in Halo 2, it would cast a dynamic shadow across the top of it. That looks pretty good. Like, just like that. See what I mean? It would also kind of like light up that back path pretty good. Or I could put it here up against that base. Heck, I could even do two, theoretically. These are dynamic, these are lights, so they do take up, not dynamic, but they definitely take up more budget. So there's that, and you gotta keep that in mind. But basically, if I put one right there, to where it just barely doesn't hit it, or maybe a little bit further away and sort of angle it out a little bit, so that you can see it from out here. It kind of lights up the path over there, and I kind of like that. What do you think? But yeah, what if it does the same thing, but it's a pillar on its side? I was mainly talking about the jumping up path on the back being more visible. Oh, wait. Oh, this path. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. I actually was going to do this earlier, so I'm glad you mentioned it. I was going to put one up here. And And I think that if this was visible with a little light up here, this would do what you're saying pretty well. Like if this had a light on it, then it goes, hey guys, there's a spot to climb right there, right? And whenever you don't have, whenever all you have is you know, what do you call it? When all you have is the ability to like use a grapple shot, then it's good. When that falls and lands there and it's got this light on it, and then that light on it, and then that light up there, I think it might do what you do the trick for what you're trying to say, what you're suggesting. But if you think I need to put it more somewhere else, I can do that. I also feel like this needs the light inside. What kind of lights would this base have inside of it if it had a cave here? Maybe just a light. Maybe just one of their basic lights that that the Forerunner have in this map, on this map all over the place. Like this. Would be really dope. I'm also going to move this spawn point inside this tunnel facing out, which is actually going to make it to where whenever you respawn there, you can't just like be gunned down by a banshee or something like that as soon as you spawn, which is more cover for the spawn points that wasn't there in Halo 2 that I do believe it needed. Like whenever I was placing spawn points, I put them exactly where they were in Halo 2, and the whole time I was thinking, man, this could really use a better, you know, another thing right here, or right there to, okay, I don't know why it put me up here. Oh, like little glow sticks on the ground for that little tunnel. Exactly. So like basically a tunnel, like a little light inside that tunnel. When that opens and there's suddenly light coming out of it, I think it's gonna be really dope. Whenever it's there and the dynamic light is blocking, it's gonna be really cool. And then whenever it opens, it's gonna be especially cool. And you're gonna see this like hole there. It's gonna tell you, hey, look at that. But yeah, so this is a little hard to see. I think you're right. I think maybe I've got to do something about that. And maybe we've got this one shining light on the ramp, right? Let's move this one to this side. And point it up at the rock somehow. Maybe I can sort of break I've been having these at this exact angle, but this is like a little kind of rock slide looking thing. This is actually where, to me, the UNSC was digging out things. But if I angle it like this, I can actually make this particular light have a longer path than any of the other lights like this. Where is it? Where is the lighting? There it is. I've got the light range set to 50. I can set this one to like 70. Nah, let's go to like 90 and light up the entire rock. What do you think about that? Is that a good idea? Or actually, let's just... Oh, wait, I'm gonna have a tunnel up here. I could theoretically have this next to the door of the tunnel. Oh, wait! The door of the tunnel's gonna have one of these! So I can just set that one to have the range enough to hit the ramp. I don't need this at all. So this thing on the dynamic ramp telling you, hey, that fell there, which is cool. Yeah, okay, what are you saying? What, am I behind on anything? It does the same thing, but it's just a pillar. I was mainly talking about the jump up path, but that's still cool. What if you had one of the wall facing the back? How would that look? Oh, like little glow sticks on the ground for that little tunnel. Yeah, I had another response about it maybe being on the wall behind it. Yeah, on the wall back here, shining on it. Yeah. So that door, you were right. If I had read that a little sooner, then I would have not had to worry about it as much. But I'm gonna put the door, that means I need to add the door into this version. Like, I was gonna add the door in later as I got that back area finished and stuff like that, but I really do need to add the door. So let's just do that. But let me finish making this thing fall and scripting these so that they actually work, and I'm done. So this is the one that, okay, what this means is, though, I need to make this one also fall, and so I need to make a pointer for it. So this one, duplicate, right? So I got my pointer, and then I gotta go in here, and I gotta go to rotation pitch, grab, put that in there, then, what? Oh, yeah, that was yaw, my bad. Now we're doing pitch. And then roll. Right? And then the roll you don't see because it's literally this cylinder rotating, so you can't even tell it's moving. But it did. So now we copy this one's location. They already match the correct rotation, and so we just need to get the location correct. And then we get, and I do the X and Y first while it's above it so that I can easily just slap in the Z at the end. Slap in the Z at the end, and then it's in the exact spot as this one. They are currently both occupying the exact same spot. Now, the beauty of this is, now the reason I was leaving them on the ground is so that I can grab this and move it if I want to, and I'll know that it's still in the right spot, you know? So like, if I go ahead and, I like this too because there's like a footpath here still, that you don't have to jump over it. You can like crouch and sneak through there. That's actually kind of cool. Anyway, so you grab this and you duplicate it and you move it up. Wait, no, let's name it first. I have all these named. Large base, rear, staircase, rock, so that in the script I know what I'm looking at. So this one would be, this jump copied from the stalactite pit, jump rock A1. So we need to copy this one and call it, let's see, rear, base, ramp, rock. There we go. And then we control C that, and we come over here, and we go ramp pointer. And there we go. So now I select both of these, and this, and this, and I put these into this script. No, I don't. What am I doing? Okay, now I duplicate this. And I grab this and I bring it all the way up here. And I make it fill the rest of the void. Like I still have that one, you know, that fills that much. I'm gonna make this one fill as much of the rest of the void of this stalactite as I can. So it's gonna come in like this, probably. Now it's gonna look bad poking out, so we're gonna bring it up and just make it fill the void on this side. Because that rock, as you can see, is a little bit... Oh, I'm dumb. I don't want these here. No. This is all gonna move and shift. Okay. And, you know, offer room, a fate you must abide. And we're gonna do that, and we're gonna go there. And there's our stalactite that's gonna break. That rock chunk at the tip could easily be this piece if I wanted to make it fall down and land there and just leave this back door, this back cave open all the time. I don't know, what do you guys think? Should I just leave this open all the time and have that fall there? Or should I, as part of this script? Because, by the way, it is set up with a pointer already and everything like that. I was just going to make it fall out. Or do you think that I should have it to where it's an actual, like, hole in the wall you can blow up and, like, knock out of the way? Or, you know, yeah, melee it from inside or something to that effect. What do you guys think? I can also make it to where the only way to break it on the outside is to shoot down the stalactite, but then have another rock on the inside that's the trigger point for this that will delete itself. And then so you melee the inside rock and it'll make this one fall out, but it'll delete itself so that it looks, you know what I mean? And then it'll fall out. Would be nice if they just had an animate button with a path tool that could essentially create the movement frame by frame. That would be cool. So like I could make it like, I could tell it to like fall and then sort of turn and move as it falls. That'd be kind of weird. It'd definitely break the laws of physics, but you know, you could do it and it would definitely work. These are kind of breaking the laws of physics too, but I figure like they're breaking off of other rock, so they would tumble and change direction and move a little bit to the sides. They're not necessarily coming straight down. So like if you shoot at something and break it, it'll chunk off. You know, it might like break at the top and then sort of like swing a bit because of how it breaks at the top. Like it might already be cracked over here, and you know what I mean? There's all sorts of things that could happen. Mostly rock will just fracture and fall, but if it breaks off of the side of something, it will fall like that. So it could rotate and throw itself into an angle. Okay, so what do you guys think? Can you make it where there's a prompt that you hold to arm, then you can make a satchel charge, then it blows up and creates dust and opens up? I could, but that would like triple the amount of scripting and budget, and I'm still trying to do other stuff with it, with the map and stuff like that. So I hadn't, I don't know if I'm going to do all that, but that does sound really badass. There's a dude who actually did that, where he made an entire map that's a whole bunch of cubes, and you just go up to the cubes and you arm a satchel. It's like a custom equipment that he made, and you just arm the satchel with the equipment button, and it puts an object on there. I think he used the landmine object, which is a destructible object you can place in the game. I think he used that. Anyway, he put an object on there, and then or maybe he used that radio. Anyway, the point is, and then a second later it blew up and it destroyed the cube. I'm sorry, I'm dumb. No, that's a great idea. I think that would be amazing, and I'm definitely going to do that in some of my campaign missions. But I just, in a multiplayer map, I'm trying to keep it really, I'm trying to keep it simple, so that I can just like, yeah, basically, yeah. What do you think though about this? Should it unplug like that? Or should I just have the rock fall there and just have this open all the time? Because I don't mind that just being open all the time. That would kind of be cool. You still won't be able to get into it unless you have the grapple shot until this falls. So it's kind of closed, but someone could be up here and like defend the rear of the base from the second floor, which means see, because that's one of the problems, right? Remember how one of the original problems with Waterworks that we were talking about? One of the things that I wanted to fix about it, that I talked to Max Hoberman about, right? Max Hoberman told me his complaint with Waterworks was lack of forward momentum. One of the reasons there's lack of forward momentum is some people would hide in here so they could wait for someone to walk in the back door and shove the... You can pick them up now, but they used to shove them off to make it fall on top of the player and blow them up, right? And that was a really interesting, cool little mechanic you could do in Halo 2, but it wasn't all that interesting in the end. So what if, so basically, though, they also would wait up here to drop down on top of players and then just get them from above, you know? Well, what if instead of that, you could actually come back out here and shoot at them? Now there's an active firefight going on back here instead of someone standing still doing nothing. And if they know there's no one back here because they looked out the door and they don't see anyone and their motion tracker's clear, they go, okay. And then they move on with their lives and go somewhere else. So this door being open all the time actually might be kind of cool. I don't know what you guys think, but I'm kind of leaning toward it and might be thinking this should just fall from above. And obviously the main reason why is because I really want this to be the tip of the of the stalactite falling off and landing like that, because I feel like it would make a great stalactite tip if it just did this. If it just looked like this and broke and fell. I like it always being there. Okay, cool. So yeah, the door will always be there. That means the light will also be better because the dynamic lighting with the door closed might bake weird, and then whenever it falls out, it might look weird. So yeah, forgot to turn your stream on when I went into Forge. Oh man, you know what I just forgot to do? I just realized I forgot to do, and I'm really glad you just mentioned that you forgot to do that, because I didn't think about this. I had this on friends only instead of invite only, and I think I'm on appear offline, but you invited me earlier, so maybe I'm not. Let's see if it'll come up. Open profile. Oh no, wait. Yeah, appear online, appearing offline. Oh, good. Oh, good. So yeah, I was already appearing offline. That's good. Okay, so yeah, I think we've got it settled. I think I'm going to go ahead. So what I need to do is grab these pointers because I need where it's going to fall, right? That's where, those are the objects that's going to fall to match. Then I need to grab the ones that are going to do the falling, right? And then I need to grab the original one that's going to take the damage. And then I'm going to go into the node graph. And this is the one we just copied and created just for this. So if anyone has been sticking around waiting for me to do this, we're finally getting to it, to like see how I'm doing it. Effectively, we got base ramp rock. Here's the ramp rock pointer. Cave plug boulder, pointer. Whoop, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's see. The intact stalactite, that's this, that replaces this one because this one is the other one. Large base rear staircase rock pointer, and the rear rock staircase rock blah blah blah. Okay, so that goes basically. I'm taking these. I'm deleting these two. I'm putting those in position. Every single one of these is it's 6 objects, but it's 3 objects that are phased, which is actually cheaper than the objects that are normal. So because they don't use physics engine the same way. They're just static physics objects, which is awesome because that means we're getting a lot of budget back by upgrading this. By upgrading, we're also reducing cost. So I'm actually really happy about this whole process, by the way. And then this is the last one. It needs to be plugged in here. This needs to be moved back. This actually needs this to be added, and I also need to add this to that one, which doesn't have it. Why did that go all the way up there? That's the only reason I had to do that adjustment of its depth. Okay, let's see. We're gonna move all this back. I think someone said something, and I'm about to go read it. Okay, and then we're gonna do that one's gonna trigger that one. This object is the one we want to delete. This object is also the one that is going to be passed through to the stalactite boom. Stalactite boom, by the way, is where it makes the sound. On game start, I delete this explosion, right? I get the object's location, position, that is handed to it. On this custom event, when it's passed to it, the object that's passed to it, which is the one we just put in there, this object right here, so this stalactite, is passed into it. I pull out the X and Y coordinate because I do not want the Z coordinate. I don't want to be up inside the thing because I don't want an explosion going off. Oh no, we never did testing lobbies today. We should be allowed to remove people from credits. Oh man, you're right. We were going to totally do that. Did you advertise that to people? Oh man. Oh man. Forgot. Yeah, let's see. We should be allowed to remove people from credits. End of story. Yeah, I agree. The original creator should be able to do that. But I think that there should be a threshold where you're not allowed to. Because if someone contributes significantly to a map, you should not be able to be allowed to remove them from the map. But it should be something like if they have contributed like 10 plus hours of forging, at least 10, maybe even 20 hours of forging into a map, then they are locked in, and even the original creator cannot remove them. But if anyone else, anyone less than like 10 to 20 hours in there, should be able to be deleted immediately. Okay, anyway, so we got the X and Y, and then I set the Z to 1000 because that's the highest I can go. That's also like right below the ground, because I want the sound of it through the floor. I don't want it. This explosion that goes off is very much an explosion. Unless it's on the other side of a wall, then it's just a boom. And then that sounds like rocks hitting the ground, you know? So set object position, you know, so basically I grab that explosion, I set to the X and Y, and then 1000 on Z, so it's still underground because this is a really tall, high up map. I spawn it, I wait 40 seconds so it has time to explode, and then I delete it so it doesn't explode a second time. And so that's what happens whenever this is triggered. So effectively, all I gotta do is, what the heck? When this object is damaged, which is that main stalactite, when this object is damaged, it's going to spawn these in and make them fall, or it's going to make these fall from their position and go, and it's going to delete, as up here when it's damaged, it deletes itself. So it's going to delete itself, and then these are going to fall. So it looks like chunks of rock are falling out. I really, with Halo, had a movement ability that is kind of like a glider or something that allows you to move around the map fast. Like, I really like the gliders in Fortnite, and having a geyser fling you up, then you could use an equipment to fly somewhere. That sounds like Breath of the Wild. That immediately made me think of the Rivaldi's Gale from Breath of the Wild, where you hold down the jump button and Link crouches, and then the energy builds up, and then you release the jump button, and he launches himself into the air. Sounds exactly like that to me, and that sounds fantastic. I would also like a zipline effect that we could put on the maps. I think that would be really cool, and it would actually add a lot to Forerunner stuff, I think, because I think it would be cool if Forerunner had the ability to use like gravitational zipline effects. Okay, anyway, so I agree, and I think that there's a couple of different things like that could exist like in that vein. Let's see. Okay, if I go here, and then I go object, there we go, and then down here, Control V, and I go here. I need to do it on this one. This is why some of them didn't boom whenever I shot them down, is because the boom script was not in their line of in their script code, in their code line. I don't know, script line, whatever they call this. It's not a line of code. A line of code is a very different thing, and that is literally called line code. Let's see, or line programming. All right, put this down here. I want to make this a little bit nicer in this little void here, so it's a little more readable. Fix the readability here. Gosh dang, move it. Shouldn't that what the heck? The law in Louisiana for the fact that you have to move your vehicle out of after you get a car accident, you're legally required to remove your vehicle from the road. Like you can take pictures, and you're encouraged to do so. And then after your pictures are done, you're legally required to clear the vehicle off of the road So you have to like push it off the road or get other people to help you, but you have to get room for the road if possible, if you can. So like if you obviously can't, you're fine. And the law itself is named the move it, get out the way law. The law itself, official name, is move it, get out the way. And it's the dumbest law name ever. I'm gonna move this up a bit more because I think the width is not quite right. Yeah, for where it was before, but that's perfect. Yeah. And now that we've done all that, now that you see me throw that together, we can now hold down the back button and shoot that one down and watch it work. Let's see. So, see, the left turn there is going to be like a jump for your vehicle. It's going to be interesting. Okay, so, boom. It's not quite, they're not quite in the right spot. But yeah, they look good. I didn't hear the boom because I had the volume turned off. I'll have to QA test that at some point whenever I don't want the, whenever I'm okay with the volume being a little bit louder. I think it's not quite in the right spot though. I need to, let's see. Oh no, we never did testing labs. Yeah, I really need the hobby movement ability. Yeah, zip lines would be cool. Maybe a grappler that has an alternate use where you can place a zip line, but the enemy can shoot where the grapple connects to destroy it. That would be kind of cool. Basically like that one dude. Oh, there's an object in this I need to delete. This one. That's not an object that actually falls. It was part of a different test thing I was doing. Whenever I was still figuring it out. So basically what I'm saying is I can now delete these because I think they're in the right place, but I'm not going to because I don't know for sure they're in the right place, and I want to play with it a little bit more. In fact, I might even play a match with like, I might even want to like make a lobby and play a match where we can sort of test these. They'll already be on the ground. You won't have to shoot them down, but just testing how they fight around these bases would be cool. I don't know if you guys want to jump in and do that with me, but if not you guys, then I can do it with like bots and just sort of fight them. They just don't get in vehicles, so it's really hard to test this kind of thing. So I'm kind of like, you know, kind of wondering if you guys could help me with this. But anyway, if I do select this and I decided to tilt it a little more, I feel like it would look a little more natural. More of a natural fall. Because I feel like it's too far away from the ground on this side. So I feel like that's probably a little better. Yeah. Alright. This is Halo Wars, isn't it? Are there two themes? Has there been two themes playing this entire time? That was not supposed to be happening. How is that happening and you guys are okay with it? Like, how did no one point this out to me? I guess it was just two Halo themes, so it ended up mashing well enough that no one detected it enough to mention it? Okay. Yeah, see, there's no going that way, but you can go the other way, and then you can go up here and go around. Because warthogs are freaking beast mode. I love warthogs. They're so good. It almost sort of flips you, too. You have to be a little skilled to get over that, because it tries to, but then Halo Infinite has the awesome vehicle, like, you know, practically pilot it in midair thing. So that works out pretty nicely. Like, watch. If I just go straight, that's what it does to my warthog without me adjusting it. Wow, that was crazy. Okay, so that was a pretty substantial problem if you don't just twist your joystick a little bit. It's going to throw you a bit, which is kind of cool. I like that. Let's see. Not gonna lie, never heard Halo music, so didn't know. I know, right? Or did not or not regularly enough. Yes, exactly. Okay, so okay, here we go. Okay, so now I have a question for everybody. Where's the mongoose go? I'm thinking back here. Let me know what you think. I just went to the node graph instead of saving it. I kind of like the idea of it maybe spawning here or out here maybe, because what it'll do is it will become cover. Like this spawn point right here is from Halo 2 originally, and it's facing the correct direction and everything. You could get run over by someone here if like somehow it lets you spawn there and then like someone comes around the corner. Like an AFK player, for example, could get spawn killed there pretty quick. So what I'm thinking is I might... Oh, I gotta switch to... Whoa, the game just crashed. Okay, well, that's fine, I just saved it. Like, literally 2 seconds ago. I went into the menu and then pressed the right bumper just as the menu would have been opening, and then the game crashed. And I don't know if that's exactly what caused it. And now it's opening on the wrong monitor. It's opening over here now. So yeah, we'll get back into it real quick. I see Real Life Spartan is streaming. I actually wasn't following him on Kick until now. That's really cool. Was he not on Kick until recently? I think he just joined, right? He was over on Twitch before. But yeah. Okay, come on. Let me get through these menus so I can at least switch it to the correct screen so people can see what's going on. Is my stream choppy, or is that just on my screen that it's choppy? Yeah, recently? Okay, yeah. There we go. Correct screen. Forge. Waterworks. Play. It's fine on my end. Cool. Very nice. Dun 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 dun. God, the cello. The cello in Halo Infinite is spot on. It's so good. But yeah, okay. I'm glad that it's good on your end. It's finally booting back up. Okay. Where did Aaron go? Oh, right, because you're forging. Duh. I was like, where did Aaron go? I haven't heard him speak in a little bit. But no, it's right. You don't have to worry, Aaron. I remember. You were going off to forge and you just had me on the side. So you're not going to be in chat. But yeah, but you're probably listening and lurking. I wish I had a fraction of your forging ability. I think you do definitely have at least like 50% you're way closer than you think. I think your blockout skills I think are honestly better than my blockout skills. And then your arting skills are getting really close. Like you hit really good points with the art in the back by that nuclear reactor. And they might have been partially inspired or like playing off of what I'd done with the giant pit, but all I'd done literally was the giant pit at the time. You were very, very good with your art. You just don't realize it. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. I think your blockout skills are actually better than mine. Even though I've got some good stuff like this, like ideas that pop into my head, they're mostly ideas. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I do also. You know what else? These fusion coils are now a means of like defending your base. Like if someone's rounding the corner or taking cover right there, you can blow up these fusion coils to kill them from around the corner now. And that's actually kind of cool. I like that. So they'd have to be like, oh shoot, oh no, they're gonna blow me up, and then they'll back up, you know what I mean? Or they'll run through and grab it and attack you with the fusion coils. Remember, we don't like compliments. We don't take compliments well. Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, exactly. We don't take compliments well. Okay, I need to remember how far this moves. The original script for the stalactites is moving them into position, and I don't need to do that anymore, which is awesome, actually. Is it this one at the beginning? Yeah, on game start, object reference, alpine rock chunk in. Get objects in prefab. Oh. They're not even a prefab anymore. How is this functioning? Weird. Okay, I don't know how this is working. Despawn at start. Oh, maybe that's why they were all falling from the sky? Oh, that's why all my objects were falling from the sky, because it was supposed to delete them as a prefab right here. I see. That was still just a bug that was happening since I started doing this, so I wasn't super worried about it because I was going to delete them anyway. Anyway, let's see. Remember, we don't take... See, so top of the Big T battle map should still be asymmetrical, but bottom asymmetrical. I think that would be badass. I think having it would be the only time that I'm aware of where... Oh, I guess... No, that's symmetrical too. I was about to say Oasis is kind of like a symmetrical side and then a non-symmetrical side, but no, they're both symmetrical. I honestly can't think of a map that exists that does that. So you'll be breaking new ground, which is really cool in my opinion. If you do that, if you pull it off, you'll be breaking new ground. And where you can use tricks to make it still feel symmetrical, so it still matches, so it works like a symmetrical map, even though it's not a symmetrical map, which is really cool, I think. But anyway, yeah. Okay, so what was I gonna do here? I was saying that right, I was just explaining that this thing despawns all of the original stalactites, waits for 0.5 seconds to make sure that they're gone, and then it shifts the stalactites. It triggers shift the stalactites, and it creates an object list of all of the intact stalactites that you shoot to break them, right? It generates one giant list, putting them all together in one, combining them all into one list, and then throws it in here as an object list. And then that means that down here, that's delete object for each object. This is it. I am grabbing the object point for each object in that list. I'm grabbing the object's point, and I'm moving it 24.3 on the x-axis. So if I grab all of them and I move them 24.3 to along x, then I will have them all in their exact spawn position that they're supposed to be according to Halo 2's Waterworks. So if I grab all of these, which I had painstakingly aligned before, and then intentionally misaligned exactly in the same way. So if I shift all of these along the x-axis 24.3, let's see. Whew, that's going to be weird math. Okay, so this is going to become 1, and this is going to become 80. And then I add 24. So this is going to become 104. Well, oh, shoot. I got to prefab them first, or else they're going to all move to the exact same coordinates. Okay. 180. That's my 0.3 accounted for. Then my 24, so 104. Negative 100. Okay. This should be there. That should be where they were going to shift over to automatically according to that script, which lines up with their base that's up there that gets left behind. So yeah, that looks to be correct. And then that's why this one looked a little funky, is because I didn't put it in the correct spot. So if I put this here, right? This one's going to be the weirdest looking stalactite, but it actually is kind of cool because it leans in toward this giant stalactite here. So it kind of makes sense that it would be weirdly bulbous in that direction. This one looks a little bulbous in some areas, but pretty good. This one needs some major adjustments. Is that all that comes out of this one? No, there's a third piece. Where is it? That one. This one needs some major adjustments to be centered. And looks really freaking weird. I think I need to raise this one into the ceiling a little bit, and then put this one down more as the tip here. Like that. The point is, though, that the outside needs to be as much of the original stalactite as possible. And the reason being because it needs to... I think someone's saying something, by the way, and I'm not seeing it, but give me a second. Okay, that looks a little funky, so I might bring this one up to there and do that. Okay, let's see. What are you saying? We should have fraction of... Let's see. So top of the big team battle map should be not enough Barney balls. I know, right? It's just, yeah, we need more of those in all of our maps. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Here we go. That one, that one, that one. And then center this a bit, and there we go. It looks like it's part of the rest. This is effectively making dead zones where you can't break it versus other areas where you can. So it may actually take more than one shot. You might have to be like ta 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 until it finally falls. Because if you hit this rock, nothing will happen. But if you hit that rock, it's gonna all fall. So like, even though I couldn't give it like extra health because of the nature of the way that it works and how judging doesn't track health correctly for objects. Yeah, now we've got a means of this is going to kind of simulate extra health for it, which I kind of like. But yeah, it still will only take one pistol shot to the very tip of it, though. So yeah, don't waste your shots whenever you're playing on this map. There's no point. Let's see. Make one of the stalactites purple. That would be not Barney balls. I'll tell you that much. It would be something else. And I don't think that's... Oh, right, they're still shifting. No, they're shifting off. Okay, now I gotta go kill that script so it stops shifting them. I also need to remember to shift the ones on this side of the map the same amount. So let me go ahead and prefab them as well and shift them over. Oh, I can't do that because these are dynamic objects still. Okay, well, I don't know, man. Oh, I know what to do. Yeah. This is what I'm trying to do right now, by the way, is I'm trying to make it to where one side of the map is the old way and one side of the map is the new way, just to be able to make a demonstration, like, video real quick at the end of all of this. So, yeah, that's the idea. Okay, I don't know which ones these are on this other side. So this one is 1-4, 1-5, 1-6, 1-7. Oh no, 1-8, and then this one is 1-7? 1-7. So 1-4 up to 1-7, right? So I need to go in here. Yerp. Yerp. Okay, 1-7, 1-8, 1-4, 5, and 6. Okay, I can delete all these. I can delete this one. Does an object list not count as an object list if it's got empties? I think it does. And then I can delete this one, because I don't need that one to be an object list there. Now the other side of the map will still shift over like it's supposed to. I can also really quick, just for the sake of this, prefab all of these. Do, 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 do. And then, there we go. It did just occur to me that I could have easily just like put that next to it and prefabbed it and made a giant version of this. I didn't need to. Or not prefabbed it, I could have welded them. And then instead of it being a bunch of broken pieces, I could have actually had one giant one that fell down and was welded. I don't know why I didn't do that before, but it's still, the physics would still have been eating up the processing and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, I like this new method more anyway. Okay. So now, if we hold down the back button, this side, everything will be lined up, and we will go boom, and it'll fall boom, like that. Oh, see that? Hear that? See that shake? That was nice. And this one will go boom. That shake is what I was talking about from the explosion going off. Boom. Oh, I know why it's not going off underneath them. Oh, because I need to move it before I delete the original stalactite. Oh, that's so obvious. I'm deleting the original stalactite so it doesn't have coordinates anymore to grab, I think. I just need to move it first and then delete it and then spawn the other one. Oh man, that is so obvious. Ah. That means I need to break the moving it out of it thing. Anyway, okay, and then back over here, we have it where you shoot it, it's gonna wait a couple seconds and then fall because of just the way I'd set it up. And then they're gonna be all like, you know, chunky and stuff like that. And that'll show you basically the front, one side and the other side. And they take a couple seconds. Before it was like, you shoot at them, and I might still do that. If I make it wait before they fall, then people will shoot at it a whole bunch before it actually falls. And then they will feel like the multiple bullets did the trick, you know what I mean? Which I think was a good feature of the originals. So I think I'm going to do that. But what I did just realize was what was going wrong with the other script. As you can see, by the way, the originals took 2 brains to work everything. But that was because part of it was like all this extra junk. None of it, like, this isn't necessary anymore, this isn't necessary. Yeah, and none of this is necessary anymore. All of this stuff is extra. Oh, this spawns the dust drop, and I don't even like have that set up yet. But I am going to set that up as well. But I'm going to spawn it at the ground now. I used to spawn them up where they break, so the dust would fall from them up there. But I feel like if it just breaks, yeah, sure, dust would be cool to have up there. But if it breaks and whenever they hit the ground, a big scaled up dust cloud goes out of the ground, I think that would be really cool. Can you make them like a lighter gray so they stand out more? No, they're alpine rocks, so they're just set to whatever color. You can't change the color, unfortunately. But that would be badass. But anyway, it took me 2 brains before. This one still has 3 of them in it. It probably could be brought down to 1 brain. Anyway, the point is that means that whenever I copy this over to the other side, I can literally just copy this brain and all of them and mirror them to the other and rotate them and put them on the other side of the map. And so all of this is going to work out great that way. So that's going to be really easy to copy over and cleanly. So basically this is like 90% done. Like 5% is copying it over, and we have a little bit more to do now. And that is, for example, I want to like I said, the reason that this is why it's not exploding underneath it. Remember I told you there was a shake whenever they hit the ground. And then you just saw it, but it was because I was standing in the wrong spot. It didn't matter that I was shooting the one all the way over there, shaking under my feet. And the reason it's shaking under my feet is because of this right here. I'm deleting the stalactite and then passing that stalactite over here. And I think that what's happening is whenever I grab that stalactite's vector, its location, you know, on the X and Y, and then I try to set the object position. I grab that, I turn that vector into the same X and Y but then 1000 on Z, and then I move this to that spot. The other one's already deleted. And so because the other one's already deleted, doesn't have a position. No, that doesn't make any sense either, because this has a position. When I delete this, it has a position, right? Or does it not? Can you not move an object that's deleted? If you can't move an object that's deleted, that's a pretty big issue, actually. What does is relative mean again? Let me see what that does. False, true. Empty. Yeah. I don't know what is relative means. It didn't have a, did it have an indicator? Did it say anything? No. Okay, and I know what I could do. I gotta do to find that out. This is set object position. Object position transform. Okay, set object position. Oh, that's not what I want to do. I wanted to read its tooltip, but it was really short anyway. It wasn't what I needed. Okay, so yeah, I'm not sure anymore. I'm not sure if it's because I'm doing it beforehand or not. Huh. It's passing its object and then it's getting that object position, right? I'm not grabbing the wrong object. Yeah, no, it's definitely getting that object. Don't know. I don't know. It should be booming underneath it. Okay, well, we're gonna hold down the back button and then I'm gonna turn on audio and we're gonna see if it sounds like it's let's see. Settings, audio, sound effects. We'll hear the boom in the middle of the map. And we'll hear the boom of this. Now, if this sounds like it's below our feet, then that will be correct. I'm gonna be at the lowest point underneath this thing. Yep. Okay, that's the middle boom. Yeah, that sounded like good. That sounded right. And it is a plasma explosion because it needed to be for reasons. But and so unfortunately, it does have a bit of a kind of sound to it at some point in the explosion. But it's not always audible. You can't always hear that. It's most of the time you can't hear it. You'll see with this one. See, you can't hear the thing. It just went. So yeah, these definitely are falling cool. All right. I'm going to. I wonder what. You know, I don't think I've tested this entire time, ever since I did this. Is this. Okay, it doesn't kill you. That's actually a problem. Alright. I can make a... Let's see. I can make it to where whenever they hit, they deal damage to anyone inside of set areas. And the areas can be these pointers, right? These pointers which will always be here. I can basically come down here and say boundary, cylinder, and I can bring this up, and I can bring the top up, and I can bring the bottom up, and there we go. Now anyone inside of this area, whenever it hits the ground, will just die, right? And I can make that also destroy any vehicles that are here as well. So I just make it to where it's going to fall over a certain amount of distance, right? And then it's going to spawn the boom. When I make it spawn the boom, right before I make it spawn the boom, I can say damage all of the players in this area, and this area monitor. So all 3 of these area monitors will just kill the player that's in that area monitor. Oh, that means it won't kill anyone on the way down. Never mind. Never mind. Better idea. I go back to the old design. We go with... This is something way long ago. We create a area monitor around here. This one can literally be a box because it's a box-shaped piece. And if an object enters this area monitor for the duration of the fall, then it dies. So we're going to toggle... We're going to create a script. Okay. What we'll do is this. We've got this here, right? And then what we do is we're going to make a separate script brain for this because it's going to be a lot simpler to do so. Well, actually, no, I could put this into this one. And then that means that whenever I copy it over to the other side, it would be good as well. Because, by the way, this already has a global script in it as well. So that's kind of a, an easy... Oh, shoot, it can't be this one. What am I doing? Oh, I'm dumb. No, turn that off completely. This one up here needs to have this. This one needs the area monitor, because the other one's just the bottom thing. That's a display of where it's going to be. I need this one to have the area monitor. Okay, so come out that direction. Come out that direction. Full length of the object. Full width of the object. And then, so we've got this nice little box around it, and then we're going to go into the script brain. Whoop, that did not go into the script brain for some reason. We're going to autosave. Go into the script brain. We're going to add an object reference, and this is going to be the start of a new script. It's going to say, add node. We're going to say, events. Is it custom or is it just events? It's events custom. Every in seconds. Oop. Oh, right. No, that's... What am I doing? This is not where I'm plugging anything in. I was just sitting here trying to plug something in. It doesn't make any sense. Every 1 second. Actually, we can make that one better. We can go variables basic. Well, maybe we should do every 0.1 second, but I think we're going to do number variable 0, and then we're going to go there. Every 0 seconds, we are going to, let's see, objects. I think I can put all this into here. We might run out of the room, but let's see. Where's wait, what am I doing? Not objects. Where is it? Oh, is it variables events? Oh man, this audio is going crazy. Let me turn it back off. I'm so sorry about those explosions. This is just, it's just waterworks. It's what happens. Oh, that was save. Here we go. Okay, so what we need is a what is it? Variables basic area monitor. This is going to be our area monitor. And then we're going to say every in seconds. Nope, not that. Add node. Actually, you know what? They added some stuff. Let me go see something really quick. In players, do they have player enters area monitor? Get player teleport player unblock respawn for player teleport player. Did the music turn off? I think it did. Yes, it did. Here we go. That's better. Okay, get his player, get his overshield on, get his mark overridden, get his lunge, no. Block player respawns our same player. Okay. Okay, is there an objects enters? Object is in list. Where is like the object enters area monitor? Let's see. Surely there is one, right? Let's see. What are you trying to do now? I am trying to make... Apparently these objects are not killing people whenever they fall on them. I was thinking there would be a thing. Events. Okay. Events. Oh, duh. What am I talking about? Yeah. On object entered area. There we go. That's all I need to do. So I think this should work. On object entered area. Yeah. Here's the area. Yeah, I don't need to do this part. That's another way of doing it, and it might be necessary to make it react fast enough, but we're gonna do this instead. If this updates its information fast enough, then we won't need to do that, but you're right. On object entered, you're right. On object entered area, let's see. Where is, let's see, bots, events, customs, game mode, players. How do you kill player? Get all players. I don't want to delete object. I want to kill player. I can do damage object. That'll work because I do want to destroy vehicles as well, actually. Object. Damage. Give it some 9s. This is going to kill you immediately. 1,000 damage. That'll work. So, if you enter this area monitor, delete object, kills player. Cool, cool, cool. Now, here's the part that we need. This is how you make it to where it doesn't become a death object. You just run into it and you die for no reason. And that is where we go into logic and we add in the middle of this. Boolean logic returns and or Boolean results on the input values. No, Boolean not. Interesting. Branch is what we want. We want to... What? Break this. Clear connection. Put a branch. If true. Right? So we're gonna hit it, make a condition, add node, let's see, increment number variable, toggle Boolean variable. Where is Boolean? Is it just Boolean logic? Okay, so this is what they change. No, that's... What the heck? That's not what I wanted. Boolean not. Where is... I thought there was... So Boolean not, is this the original... returns not Boolean results on the input value. Nil input values are treated as false or return true. It's get Boolean variable. A variable, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. This is in variables. Variables basic Boolean. Here we go. Value. We're gonna get it. Delete it. Okay, hold on. Add node. Get. Area monitor. Okay, hold on. Where's variables advanced? Get Boolean variable. We're gonna need to declare this as well. Get Boolean variable value there. If true, then it's gonna go there. This should work. This should work. Let's put this lower and this lower. See if we can get this cleaned up a little bit. But yeah, here we go. I have someone knocking on the door. Let's see. In variables advanced. Yes, yes. Okay, so. Alright, so we've got our branch, our Boolean variable, right? Right here, we need to make an identifier. We're gonna say, is deadly. I know I don't follow proper programming protocol whenever I do these names, and it's always different. I've been following very different protocol every time, but it's not programming, it's just a thing. It's not like proper programming, it's nodes. My kids are knocking on the door for some reason. I need to check on why they're knocking. Let's see. Really? In Halo? In Halo Infinite? Whoa, that's awesome. My daughter's in there playing Halo Infinite, just checking out different Forge maps. She loves all of them. The Walmart one is like, I think, her favorite. Let's see. But now she has a Taco Bell one and a Zelda one, and she's like, oh. Okay, scope. We're going to do this on object scope, and we're going to apply it to our area monitor. We're going to use that as our object. So actually, we can just do that right now. Object. There we go. And we're going to declare it. We're going to attach it to this, and we're going to do all that. This is going to take up a lot of nodes. I think I am going to have, because I have to do this for every single one of them, I will definitely have to do 2 script brains for the entire map, and they're going to be divided between both script brains. So I'm going to have to make it a global variable. Wait, it will have to be global. Wait a minute. Whenever you declare a variable, right? Declare, what does this say? A Boolean variable, right? Declare Boolean. There we go. And my scope is object. Can I apply this in another script brain to an object over there? Or will I have to do it all in one brain? Yeah, I could just declare it and apply it to all of them in each brain. Yeah, I mean, in the brain. That would work. Okay, yeah, I'll just do that. That'll work. I can do that all here. Yes, oh, it will. I can just say declare. I can actually just like apply it, because that would work. Any brain. Okay. So if I say set variable and I make it equal to something, so it's going to be defaulted to off, right? So all I have to do is set the variable inside of inside of an object, and it will be this variable, I believe, is deadly. Initial value obviously will be false. Scope object. Okay, so we're gonna throw that at the top of our script brain up there. Okay, so what's happening here is that this front door ramp rock, right, is now deadly because of this. What this is gonna do is it's deadly all the time. So I need to find which of these is that ramp rock. I think the front is up here. No, that's the bridge. Side, tunnel side. This is why I named all these, so I can actually find them. Let's see, front door ramp rock 1. Okay. Front door ramp rock 1. So this one right here, yeah. Okay, so what we have to do is we need to add a node to set object, no, not object variable, set Boolean variable, right? In fact, will it take it less time to do that? No, I think it would be the same. Okay, this is going to be messy because I don't want to use very many nodes. So I'm going to reduce the number of nodes as best I can. It is going to... It's going to do this before it deletes this object. And there's a reason I want to do that. Okay, when this object is damaged, we're going to immediately... Well, no, let's do it after. In case the reason that's... No, yeah. If the reason it gets damaged because you rammed it with your Banshee, I want your Banshee to explode on impact with the stalactite. So let's do that. Let's make it do that. So that's what we're gonna do. This is gonna lead to here, and we're gonna now we're gonna identifier is deadly. Scope is object. Value is true, and then our object is open. Okay, now I'm now going to Control-C and Control-V it for each of the other objects in our script. We're going to do this. Boom, boom, boom. This is going to get really messy with my strings I'm not really paying much attention to. Base front door ramp rock 1. Okay. So basically, we're going to set this to there, and there, and there. I don't really like to keep it clean, but this is not going to be clean because it's looping around itself. I mean, I guess I could move this here and then move this forward in some way like that. Oof, that's taking up a lot of space for no reason. Okay, so just for a bit of cleanliness. Okay, so now it's gonna set it up, right? Now we're gonna copy this, put another one in. Where did it go? There it is. And we're gonna set this value to false. Now, when this is going to happen is right after our wait for 2.9 seconds, right? So we're going to break this one. And because these take 3 seconds to hit the ground. So at the end of at 2.9 seconds, whenever it booms at the impact, right? You're gonna be inside this radius if you're on the ground underneath it, I believe, and you'll be triggering it. Obviously, I need 3 of them. So I need another one. Ooh, where is it? Jesus, where does it always like spawn off in a weird spot? Did it even spawn? Where did it create one? That looks weird. Oh, what the? Oh, it's all the way over there. Jesus. Okay. Just please spawn it here. Nope. Okay, we're just gonna copy it zoomed out like that. Okay, okay. So now we clear this connection again, because that just made. And then we put this one in here like this. And then we go in here, and this is getting so big, but at the end I will move it around and sort of make it make a little more sense. Object, object, object. Now this is only this is not set up for the other objects. It's only going to apply to the one of those 3, but I did set up all 3 of them while I was at it. So I know that Artifice, you were probably watching me going, it's not going to work for the other 2. I don't know why you're even set. Well, you probably knew I was setting it up because it's just for future work, so I can copy and paste. But anyway, you could probably tell that at least. But you were probably thinking that I didn't know that was going to happen, but I did. Okay, so now we can test it. This should now make it deadly as it falls, and didn't work. Huh. And that's why I was gonna do it every in seconds. Do you think that is... Oh wait, did I declare the variable and apply it correctly? Is deadly true is at the beginning. Object scope. It's set initial value is false. That doesn't really matter that much because it's going to be false by default anyway. Not right now. I'm still in the middle of streaming, and I'm still trying to do something. And I'm trying to think. This is the problem with this particular thing. Okay. Get Boolean variable. If true. Wait. Yeah. On object enters the area. If is deadly is true, damage the object 1000. Shouldn't this work? Or is it like I was thinking, not tracking the object area monitor fast enough? Because it's moving into me and I'm not moving into it, or something stupid like that. Well, let's just build it the other way and see. That'll tell us. So we go... Let's see, events custom, every in seconds. We'll rebuild this. Oh, jeez, where did it go? I need to remember to grab them and drag them before I do that. Let's see. Okay. We'll just do 0.1 seconds first. If that doesn't work, we'll do the other one. Initial delay, empty for sure. Okay, now. Oh, jeez, what did I just do? I just pasted something. I don't need that at all. Let's delete that one. Let's see, get another waterfall in. Aaron's like, I want to see terrain! Terrain, William! Let's see, on custom equipment used. Okay, no, that's not it. Okay, every in seconds, we're going to... What? What froze? Oh, that's fine. Just close it. You press the home button, and then you press the start button, this button on the game, and you go down to quit game. Yeah. What? This button. So press the home button. It'll bring you back to the Xbox menu. Go to the game. Instead of pressing A on the game, you press this button, and a menu will pop up. At the very bottom, there'll be quit. Press A on quit, and it'll close the game completely, and you'll start it all over. Okay. Let's see. No, I said I got another in. Oh, you got another waterfall in. Oh, I thought you were telling me get another. I was saying get another. You said got. I see now. Can you show me the boundary? My instinct is that it isn't big enough. Okay, yeah, I can do that. Let's see. So the boundary is not on that one. Oh. Did we... Hold on. Did I ever fix which one I was referring to? Come on now. Add object reference. Yeah, I did. Oh, jeez. Where did that go? Okay. Alright, now. Let's see. Alright, okay. Want to test it real quick. You can definitely do that. I'm kind of in the middle of something, but I would definitely like to see it eventually. But I am a little in the middle of something, Aaron. Sorry. I'm kind of trying to think very heavily. Okay, this is my bounding box. If I make it a little bigger, it might work. That is not the scaling thing I want. Okay, so if I make it larger this way, maybe 40 by, let's say, 15. By top to bottom, we'll say 20. And then 10. That'll add like 5 on each side, I think, roughly. But yeah, no, I'll definitely test it. Just give me a second. An object on object entered should activate the tick the object enters. All right. Well, I have not entered. It doesn't seem to want to. Is it because it's in free fall? Because I'm translating it to object? Because it's in the process of translating to object, it might be that it's like the area monitor is not quite right. Let me see if I'm moving. Did it work? No, that didn't work either. Let's see. Let me try it with a flying vehicle. If I maybe it's turning off too quickly, and remember how I said to 3.29 seconds for the boom, but then like whenever the but it actually takes 3 seconds to reach the ground. There might be that 0.1 second might be enough. Nope, didn't kill me. It did interact with it though on physics. That's good. Let's try a warthog. Because it's an object. It's an object, so it should damage warthogs too. Wait till everything loads in. Let's put a warthog. Ah! Alright, we'll set the warthog right here. And then we will do that. Nope, no damage. Huh. That should work, should it not? Am I doing something wrong? Is 1,000 damage just failing? Okay, so basically when an object enters the area monitor, right? On object enters this area monitor, if deadly is true, then it'll kill it. Let's set deadly to true. Add a print on enter to see if it actually triggers. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. Add node. UI. Print. Here's number to print number to kill feed. That's the quickest, easiest one. I need to drag it around. I need to stop letting it bounce around the map. Okay. Alright. Clear connection. Boom. Nope. There to there. Set our number to just 0. It just needs to say a number. That's all we need to say, is to say a number, and it'll tell us that we entered it. So it could be our Boolean, could be something else messing up, but yes, debug script is definitely a good idea. Whoa. That time it threw us all the way into the air for some reason, but still didn't kill us, and counted us as entering the object, as entering it 3 times. It launched us again. Huh. Why is it not killing us? It must be the damage. Right? So it's either the damage or the branch. What is going on? Why can't it switch to mouse and keyboard? Okay. Try using delete object. But it's gonna delete anything it hits. That could be weapons as well. I don't know. A giant rock falling on a weapon probably would delete it. Okay, let's do that. Objects. delete object. Oh my god. Stop doing that. Stop forgetting myself. Alright, here we go. Here's the other thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna delete the object, and I'm gonna damage the object and delete the object and see if that does. I mean after the branch. Yes. Actually, first try to add the print after the number. Oh, that's a good point. Yes. I'll do that, but I've already hit the back button, so we'll do this first. Well, that didn't kill me. Okay. So it's probably the branch. Something about this variable thing is set up wrong. Let's see. Let's see. I'll actually, yeah, I don't want this to confuse it. Actually, no, it would be a good idea if I just... I know I don't really need this anymore. Ugh, I need to stop using that and use the right click button and then drag it. Anyway, let's see. This to here, and then this variable will be set to 1. So we'll know 0 is the first thing, 1 is the next step. And we will see if that works. It's a really good point. Okay, now we get here. The weird thing is I got this working before whenever they were dynamic objects. Ah, yeah, see, it didn't trigger. Okay, something's going wrong with our... so it's definitely entering the area monitor, definitely triggering that correctly. But for some reason this branch is not working. So if I'm thinking that this is not being set correctly or something, set Boolean variable. For that one, it's right here. No, wait, ramp rock, that's this one. Which is going to this one. It should be setting it the value to true. Huh. Is deadly must be false then. Exactly, it shouldn't be. So that's why I tried to fly up to it, was because I was thinking maybe this is... Here, we're going to set this... This is just the explosion boom sound effect. We're going to set this to 4 for this one. And just to see if that thing is deactivating it too fast. Because that weight should be not doing that. Not causing a problem, but... Hey, it worked. Okay, it was the weight. But why didn't it kill my flying vehicle? That might have been the area monitor size. I don't remember whenever we tested it. Was that before or after you provided the expert advice on that part where we made the area monitor bigger? Let's see. Alright, so we've got that going at least. No, that definitely didn't kill me. Nor did it... It did register though. 0-1, look at that. That should have dealt... Oh, is there a deal damage to vehicle? Hold on. Hold on. Well, first off, I don't think we need delete object anymore. But I think that is not what I meant to do. I meant to create a new node. No, don't run away from me. Okay, add node. Is there a damage vehicle in vehicles? Let's see. Kick player, scale and destroy vehicle. Set spawn to in vehicle for all players. No. Attempt to enter vehicle. Why is the vehicle... Let me see if the damage is going to work now, actually. Let's test that really quick. And then I'll figure out... Why is it dealing... Why is 1,000 damage not enough to kill a vehicle? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so that's working, and great, and I kind of like that it throws you into the air. Even though that doesn't make any sense for the angle you would fall over from that, it still is kind of fun. So we're gonna go ahead and put a warthog here and try and see if it will damage a single warthog that is not moving on the ground here. That worked. I guess we don't need it to destroy flying vehicles. As long as it kills tanks, I'm happy, okay? That's the main thing. Let me spawn a tank so I don't have to wait for it to, let's see. Halo design set. Floors, railings, ramps, walls. No, what am I doing? Not Halo design set. Gameplay. I don't know why I read that out loud and still didn't realize I clicked on the wrong one. Let's see. Wraith. I'll just place it right here. Let it drop onto the rock. Is it enough? Did he kill me? Oh, okay, it wasn't enough to destroy me. Or to blow me up. That's interesting. I need to deal more damage. Tank needs to die whenever this happens, so let's go. Let's figure that out. You know how to do that? Add values together. Add node. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna do variable basic. Number. Pretty sure this is maxed out 1,000. God damn it. What? Right? No, wait, this is what I want. Hold on. I'm going to add a node. I want variables advanced. I want to declare a number variable. Scope. Global. I need to stop doing that. Oh my god. Okay, declare this okay, now. Identifier. Rocks fall, everybody dies. That's a good name for it. Initial value 1,000. Yeah, I put 10,000, I think. And let's just do 9s. I'm pretty sure 1,000 is the max. Yeah. Global value. Okay. Now we're gonna say on game start events. On game start. I just keep on hitting paste. Stop that. I swear to God. Okay, let's see. Alright, on game start. Let's see. We're going to do math. Math. Or as the people across the pond like to say, maths. Always the best name. I know, right? Rocks fall, everybody dies. Good D&D reference. Okay. Add. We're gonna, right? Can I do that? Do I add? Where is get? Let's see, variables advanced. Get number variable. Copy this one. Boom. I think I just thought of an even better way of doing this. That might take fewer nodes. I have a question. With this work, the new thing that iterates, can I say every 0.10 seconds iterate this value? And then it'll just slowly add up. At the very beginning of the game, whenever these rocks fall on someone, they'll only deal 1,000 damage right out of the gate. But by the time you get to like 1 minute in, that's like 600 more damage. So the rocks will slowly be able to deal more and more damage. And that way I could just be like, on like every in seconds increment value, and then get this number variable and put it in there. Could I do that? Would that work? Or do I need to do like this, where I was gonna say add node, you know, what do you call it? I was just gonna be like variables basic and do a number. Where is it? Number. And then I was just gonna do 9s. And then I was gonna say here, and I was, what the heck? Oh right, I'm still not at the thing. And then I was gonna say set number variable, because number variables can hold more than 1,000, but you can't set them to default by 1,000, which is really obnoxious. So you can go way above that. Set number variable, identifier, rocks fall, everybody dies. Value is now here. On start, basically now I've got 2,000, right? Scope, global, and we're good. Okay, so basically what I'm saying is, with this, I now have a 2,000 variable I can apply to anything I want, right? So instead of this, I can say, with just these, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you know, nodes, I've created a 2,000 value variable. And that beats every single one of these, you know, on every single one of the stalactites has to generate, has to use three nodes here to add 1,000 to 1,000 and then make that the damage amount. You know what I mean? Like I could just do number 1,000, then do add, and then add them together, right? And then the result can be the damage. And that'd just be 3 nodes. But this creates one, with just 5 plus 1 over here for each one of them. I think it comes out to less. Anyway, the point is, I'll save like 5 nodes this way. So if I get... right, I just need to... Actually, wait a minute. I could do this. Ha! Now I don't need to, now I can make these horrible lines across my entire node tree. It'll be great. And no one else will know what's going on. Okay, let's see if this will do enough damage to kill a tank. 2,000, if 2,000 is enough, then we're good. If 2,000 is not enough, oh no, what did I do? Get number variable, node missing required property. Oh, what did I do? Oh wait, did it create it? But then, oh my god, what's happening? Oh right, it's doing this annoying thing. Get number variable, node. What? Oh, I didn't set the scope. Okay, global. There we go. Alright, now this should do, if this deals, like I said, if this deals 2,000 damage and it kills a tank in one go, then we're good. Let's see, let's get in it. Yes, it apparently killed us and the tank in one go, and that's enough. Okay, well that's enough, we don't need to make it increment weirdly like that. I think that would have worked, but I don't know that it's necessary to go doing all that nonsense. But now that we've got it working, that's all that matters. And now we just do that for all of these objects up here. It'll be a lot easier now that we can just copy and paste, and we just have to set these boxes up, and it will kill everything that it hits. And possibly more than everything it hits if we make the area this big. Let's make the area smaller again then, because I don't know that that was the problem. Now that we're, you know, we know a little better, we can probably make it a little bit smaller again, and it'll work out. There we go, that should work. And then the length, I don't remember what these variables were, what these values were before, but there we go. And then the top was 15, I think. Or 15.5, and this one was like 5.5 or something. There we go, let's try this. Now, so, oh, I got rid of the tank, so we'll put a warthog there. Oh, nope. Let's wait till everything spawns in before we do anything involving dynamic objects. I just have too many dynamic objects right now since I have 2 of every single one of these rocks temporarily. But in a bit, oh jeez, I waited until it slid too far. In a little bit, I'll be able to delete all the ones that are down low, and then we won't have to worry about that anymore. And the other side, I will also, yeah. There we go. Killed the warthog too. And it makes you go flying. I love that. I love that it throws you. They just go. That is fantastic. Like, realistically, obviously, you're just gonna be crushed underneath the body, the rock. But the fact that it just flies you into the air is amazing to me. I love that. I think that is really fun. Let's see. What is this? Is this the other? Is this another rock? Yep. Okay, so now we gotta basically just do this with all of these. I was hoping to have this done by the end of the day. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but yeah. Yeah, this is good. Let's see, that's bottom. Let's see. Gonna go with, that looks good. I like that we got to make it a little bit better, like, realistic hitbox size, because if it had been the other way where it was huge, it would have, if it was solving the problem, that's great, but if it's not solving the problem, then that would have been way too big. It would have pissed people off. They'd be like, I wasn't even under it, you know, and it'd be like, yeah. So I'm glad that this worked out better. This one's going to be a little bit different because it's going to have to go all the... Now, I think they'd rather survive by being clipped by the rock than die whenever they don't get clipped by the rock. You see what I mean? Like, it's smaller than this side of the rock, sure, but I'd rather it be not much larger than the rock itself than worry about, then allow, you know, I don't mind if someone survives by clipping through that. That's fine. So then we need, what's the last one? The last one is this little rock here. And we need to do that one up here. It's probably, I don't remember where I put that. Is that in the very tip? No, it is not in the tip. Oh, is this it? No, that's a side rock. There's one more rock in here somewhere. There it is. It's a teeny tiny little one. Here we go. So, Let's see. Boundary type is square box again. And we gotta set all these up, and then once we get all these set up, where is its boundary? Why is it not? Oh, okay, it's just that small. Okay, I see. I don't know why I couldn't see that before. Alright, we gotta go all the way through, and then we gotta make it bigger. Maybe I'll do a cylinder on this one, because it doesn't appear to want to... I might just do that, to be honest. Like a 3 radius. Bottom can come in. Because this one is gonna be like right next to the entryway. And right next to a spawn point right here. So I feel like this one should be like, it's gotta hit you directly, you know what I mean? If it just clips you a little bit on the side, not so much. Okay, so then we got... Let's see, where'd the big one go again? That one, yeah. And then we go back into our script brain. We need our nodes to be referenced. Okay. I definitely do not want... What is it doing? I'm hitting X. What are you doing? Oh, my aimer was down there on top of that number variable, and it wasn't actually switching like I wanted it to. All right, cool. Now, add object reference. I think we can do this for one more here and get away with it. But we might need to put this all out in a different script brain. Some of it anyway. Oh, whoops. What the heck? No, move this. Okay. Oh yeah, no, we definitely can't do 2 of these. Wait, how many of these nodes is it? Yeah, we've got 9 left. 9, see the nodes remaining, 9? Yeah, we've got enough to do 9 more, and we still have to add these to all of these. So, I think that we've got to, oh, that would be smarter. For each object, make object lists, send them through. Right? Man, there is a significantly smarter way of doing all of this that would save me, So, okay, look. All of this was set up because I thought it would be simple. I thought that if this thing ran into somebody, because it's set to phase, not normal, so I don't know why I didn't think about the fact that it's going to phase through players and not damage them. But, okay, whenever it's moving, right, it's set to phase, right? So I have it set to where on object damage, it moves it. If I could make a script... No, never mind. Okay, well anyway, I can make this faster. I think this is... I don't know about... I forgot what it was that I was thinking there. Completely, I don't know. But what I am going to do is say... add node... events custom... what do you call it? On custom event global... identifier... make... them... deadly... And, where did that thing go? There it is. Make them deadly, right? I'm gonna do all this inside of that, and this part, and make them safe. I'm gonna make them deadly and make them safe. I'm gonna pass a variable, because I think this will make it fewer nodes, and much cleaner. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy these 3, paste, drag, now they don't go flying across the thing. That's all it takes. I just have to remember to do it. And all it does is this goes to this, and then it's just gonna say the object list. Oh wait, no, it doesn't. What am I talking about? Clear. I don't need this many. What am I doing? Right. Okay. Add node for each object. Let's see. Logic, right? For each object. And then object list is my objects. And then I go the execute per object, current object, and now for each of the objects that are passed through to this thing, it's going to set each of their scopes to true. And that's just 3 nodes. Just like this was just 3 nodes. But now this is going to become fewer nodes. Because this is going to call this... it's going to say add node. We're going to say events custom. It's going to say trigger custom event global. and we're going to drag it so it doesn't go moving off. Copy this. Paste here. Wait. Paste here. That's what I thought I was clicking on. Object is going to be empty. Number. Yeah, we don't need that either. Okay, so then and we need object list. Now we're going to say add node. Add. Where's add objects to list? Objects, or is it variables advanced? Set. No, it's not. It must be. Is it objects? Object list? Oh, it's just object list. That's all we need. Whoops. Where did that go? Well, at least it gave me a line to find it with. Okay, so object list, and then this object list is so 2 nodes. So I can delete this, right? Put this here, and I can go this one to here, this one to here, and this one to here. Now the other beautiful thing is that I can then go, I need to go this, trigger that one, this, trigger that one, and then what I can do is I can copy this one, paste, where did it go? Oh Jesus, all the way over here. It's a miracle I can spot these things that fast. Okay, and then you're gonna go here. We're gonna delete this one. These. No, we're not gonna delete those yet. First. Oh no! Where'd you go? Why'd they move that far? Okay. We're going to copy this one. We're gonna paste. I hate how fickle this thing is. We're gonna move it down here. I don't know why I copied and pasted. I could have just deleted the nodes lines, because now I am gonna delete them. And what I'm going to do is this one's going to trigger a different one that's going to make them safe. And what it's going to do is going to go here, and then its object list is going to be the same one, object list. So I don't have to make a separate node. I can save on nodes, which makes the whole thing cheaper, and I can make more on the map that way. I can keep my budget down. So we're going to copy this. It sounds like it. Go press the button on the thing. Actually, it might have already run out. Or your mama already turned it off. Paste. Then she must have turned it off. Okay, so this one's going to be called lay. Oh well, we're gonna say let's see, swords to plowshares. That's gonna be our variable there. Plowshares? What am I talking about? Plow? What the fuck am I talking about? Plow? Is it plowshares? Is that right? Why'd that pop in my head? Plow. It's plowshares, right? Swords. What am I doing here? Swords to. Yeah, it's plowshares. Okay, cool. It's a Magic the Gathering card. Anyway, it's like, why is it? That doesn't really make any sense, does it? Let me see what that is. What's a plowshare exactly? Anyway, value is set to false, and we're gonna come up here. It's a very popular, or very famous Magic the Gathering card among Magic the Gathering players. Swords to plowshares. No, why did it? Oh, what the heck? Why did it? It doesn't change it whenever you click on it here and it pops up with the text. It's kind of weird. Anyway, so that should work. Now this should still function, and it should apply to all to all of them, but it'll obviously they won't. Let's see. This one will still kill me. What now? It registered, but it didn't kill me. Oh, you know what probably was? I think I know what was probably happening earlier too. I don't know. We fixed it earlier, so. But I bet me having to set this up, right, is a dynamic object. And it, okay, we're just gonna. Anyway, the time it takes to set that up is probably enough to make this. No, I think I've just got something set up wrong. It must not be. What's up? Yeah, sure. So basically, I need to make it. Okay. Swords to plowshares is going to trigger for each object in the list. We're making the value false, so we're making it safe. So Shouldn't this work? How did this break something? Swords to plowshares. Make them deadly. It might not be making them deadly correctly. Make them deadly. Is deadly true scope object. Increase damage by 20,000%. Right? Exactly. What is going on? Let's see. I love your title, making a 4v4 map. Well, lies. Oh my god, it's still that. Oh, jeez. Yeah, nothing about my titles are correct right now, even on YouTube. It's just all wrong. So, rocks fall, everybody dies is set. You're damaging the object by 2,000. It's like set and then turn to, you know, really high. Are you in a god mode by chance? No. And it's even printing 0 and then 1, so we know it's getting there, but for some reason I'm not dying. So maybe it's making it too... Oh my god, what is happening? Okay. Unstable packet loss, so there's that. Let's see. Aaron just sent me something, it looks like. Unless that's the other... No, that's the other one I already watched. I don't know what's up with that. Okay, so, let's see if this is working. If this is working, I can be done. We can go. Be done. No, why? Well, my network is... let's see. Okay. What are you doing? Okay, so I can't seem to get this to do damage anymore. Something I just did. I didn't send you anything. Yeah, no, you didn't send me anything, but for some reason my notification popped up. It was acting like it had something new. Let me see if this will break a warthog still. That should hit, right? Now, let's get better on there so that the test is solid. Let's see. So if it doesn't break, then we'd have to do it again just to see. Let's test it properly. Alright, if it'll break a warthog. It broke a warthog. Why wasn't it killing me? Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Let's try it one more time. I don't know why that guy was flying in that TikTok you sent. That didn't make any sense to me. It worked! I didn't change anything! Alright, well, I guess... Yeah, okay, it works. I'm not sure what was going on. I assume it was the packet loss. Y'all saw that it was saying extreme packet loss, and then I was saying that for some reason Discord said that I had received a message again that I'd already seen. So I don't know why that was doing that. So I'm thinking I had some weird network problem that was causing that. Anyways, so we have a rock that's gonna fall and kill you. We got waterworks, beautiful, beautiful waterworks. He said it was forge, and I've never seen that. Yeah, I've never seen that either. Maybe it was a bug that made it to where that was happening. I don't know. You're console and I'm PCs, and neither of us have really seen that, so I don't know what was going on. But anyway, we've got it working. Now I just need to populate that across all the other rocks. And then you know, they'll kill you whenever they fall. They'll fall into these cool positions. Once all of it is functional and working properly, I can then copy it over to the other side of the map, and the whole map it'll be less expensive on my budget. Speaking of, let's check the budget, because if I am close, I'm gonna... Oh, good. Forge simulation's only 95%, and I can still... And it's gonna go significantly lower, because these are dynamic objects that take up a lot of budget, and those are the ones that are actually gonna be in the map, so I delete these lower ones that are just a guide. So yeah, your PC too? Oh, yeah, that's right. No, Aaron is console. That's what I meant to say. Aaron is console, and he hasn't... I don't think Aaron has seen that problem. But yeah. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, the point is that, yeah, I think that we've got all of this set up really well, and will work out great. And, yeah. So. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're good. Let's raid somebody. Let's host somebody. Unique is on. Let's host Unique. That'll be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Creator dashboard. Let's do this. Host channel. Unique. Host channel. Oh no, get rid of that Unique. Audio. Host channel. Unique. Oh, Aaron did finally send something. Oh, cool. Before I host Unique, let's see. Interesting, interesting. So that's around that's the new waterfall you added. Oh, that's the path, and there's a waterfall on the back end of that. Oh, awesome. That looks really cool. Okay. Very nice. Good timing, because it's right before I was going to sign off. So yeah, I guess I'll catch you guys next time. And hopefully by then, all of this will be populated across the whole thing, and all of this will be awesome and working great. I'll make a quick video where I'll show how it used to work versus how it works now, and upload that to YouTube or something. Yeah, it'll just be pretty cool. That may be, I don't know, whatever. The point is that once that's all uploaded and working, and we'll see how everybody likes it. I'll catch you guys later. And you guys on YouTube will still be here. On YouTube, you'll still be here. Which means that I need to now sign off on here. Yep. Okay, I'll catch you guys later.